give into your list.
Yours, we tell him, we tell him, we tell him.
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
What's good, everybody? We back.
Fresh from that ass whooping.
I'm here with St. Ray's, Jew, Cubs. You already know what it is. Nets Kingdom, shout out Nets Nation, shout out Nets Worldwide. Happy Nets Giving. You know what I'm saying? Nets Giving Eve. It's Nets Giving Eve.
We was giving a lot tonight. We was handing a lot of things out tonight. You know?
Before I start this stream off, I just want to let Boston know.
Our sons, our children,
Y'all never be us. We own you.
Infants.
This is what we think of Boston. Hold on. That's what we think of Boston. Everybody in New York right now is that's what we think of Boston right now. Like
fat stomp.
First of all, wait a minute here. Let me solo layout here. Okay, now is that the T-shirt or is that the hoodie that?
Merch is in. This is the hoodie. You know
that's the hoodie I'm going to be getting in the mail.
You know what I'm saying? The merch is in. The merch is in.
Is my shit in the mail? That's all I'm saying.
My shit's in the mail, ready to be delivered.
It better be in the mail already.
Ready to be delivered.
BKNetsKingdom.org. If y'all want the merch is up. Christmas is coming. You know what I'm saying? Get your girl a Nest Kingdom hoodie. You know, Christmas coming.
She'll appreciate it for sure.
For sure.
That's
part of AJ. You should have.
Yeah. Let me.
Now, AJ, all I gotta know is mine in the mail and where's my tracking number. That's all.
Y'all shipped. I think Rage shipped. I think both of y'all shipped. I think I got a notification. Both of y'all shipped.
Yeah,
let me do some shout outs. Let me do the shout outs and then I'm gonna do a quick run through the game because it was a blowout. And then we'll go from there. It'll be whatever stream. Shout out Brian V, Unholy Mayhem, King Taz, what's good? Let's go, Brooklyn baby. Prod Saf, hey, what's up? Blade. We stomped on them. Yes. Boston is done. Chua Renew, Nets always find their way. Yes. Who else is in here? Shout out ILR. What's good, Savianko, OJ Mayo, Cakesboo, hey Cakesboo, Julius Blunt, hey, what's up, Roosevelt, what's up, Bubsy, hey, Bubsy, what's up, who else? Johan, what's up, Johan, and Leb, my guy Leb always in the building, you know what it is, Leb.
Big Leb.
Hey,
Big Leb.
And Zobi came from Colorado, Nets fan from Colorado.
Colorado in the building.
Nice.
What's happening? What up, Web? You know,
Colorado in the building.
Some leaked voice footage from Lev. He did say he is thinking about changing his name back to Jellyfam Cam on Twitter.
Jellyfam Cam.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys watch this game, again, we just punched the Celtics. I don't even know the score. It was 120 to whatever.
We won by 21.
We won by 21.
Hey, wait a minute. Tam Leva from New Zealand, bro.
Oh, shout out Tam, New Zealand. I told you, Nets Worldwide, bro. We all across the world.
Shout out Tammy. Y'all got Israel Adesanya. You know, shout out to New Zealand.
You got the Robert Whitaker.
First quarter, Nets 29, Celtics 22. We got off to a fast start, man. 10 points from KD, 13-10 edge on the board, shooting 3 for 6 from 3. We held the Celtics to 38% shooting. And I want to point out this too in the my fault, y'all. Early on in the game, Jason Tatum, right? KD was guarding Jason Tatum. He was refusing to switch on Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? He took that personally early on in the first quarter. He's like, no, I'm guarding Jason Tatum. Paul Millsap tried to, switch this. No. I'm guarding him. He held Jason Tatum in the first quarter. I think it was 1 for 4 from the field, 0 from 3 from 3 early on. That set the tone early. For
Best
us.
Player in the world, shit.
Yes.
Just casually,
for us. So after that, we got on a huge run. Halftime, it was just 62-9. The Nets led a 17-point lead. Had a small little Celtics run in the second quarter, but then at the end of the beginning of this end of the second quarter, we shot 57 from 3, 8 for 14, held the Celtics at 37% overall. And again, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were shooting a combined 4 of 12 points. And after that, it was just smooth sailing until the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, we got a little shaky, but again, we still wrapped them up. Boston was dead by then. Shout out to big stars Cam Thomas, Patty Mills, everybody. Well, it was like I said, it was
everybody, bro. It was a perfect team win, bro.
I don't really have much to say. It was just a flawless game.
There was like little
super
shit.
Super chat alert.
Thank you for super chat. A. Kane Berry said Cam T. Yes, Cam Thomas. We saw Cam Thomas early. How'd you feel about Cam Thomas tonight?
If he keeps doing what he's doing, there's no reason not to keep playing.
I got no complaints. No complaints from Cam.
I mean, he was a little. It wasn't like his finest shooting performance. He's 4 for 11, 0 for 6 from 3, but he did get his free throws. The couple of good. They didn't credit him the second block, but the fact that his defense is what I'm impressed with.
Yeah,
he's tall.
His defense is. It's not even that he's tall. It's just he's staying in front of his man. That I'm impressed with, because that was kind of like my biggest concern with Cam Thomas was, is he gonna how's he gonna handle things defensively in his last 2 games? Yeah. He's doing enough to stay in front of the guy, and he's not getting burnt, which is good.
Yeah, that he had on Dennis Schroeder at the end of the half, I was like, oh my God, Cam is really playing defense. And I think the more he plays great defense, the more Nash is like, I'm keeping him out there. And then the more he gels with KD Harden, Nash is like, you know what? Just he let him unleash. He's like, let me unleash Cam. And this spin move too. This spin move was nice at the I think it was like the end of the shot clock.
Kyrie taught him that one. You feel me?
Yeah, great. Like I said, Cam was looking good. But now with Cam, right? There's the block right there. Do you guys think when Joe Harris, Bruce Brown, Claxton, all those guys come back, is Cam going to get this run like he's getting right now?
Negative.
Damn.
Yeah. I think he's going to get some run, but I think the minutes are going to, because he got 24 minutes. I could see him about 10 minutes of that potentially dropping off, depending on if he goes to Cam Thomas before Javon Carter.
Right.
You got
to think about Javon Carter had 25 minutes. Javon Carter had 11 minutes, and Cam Thomas had 25. He pretty much had Javon Carter's minutes tonight.
So I definitely see at least 10 minutes of that probably dropping off, depending on who's in foul trouble when Harris comes back, Bruce Brown comes back. But I hope he gets more. I hope he comes in over Javon Carter, though.
Yeah.
That is a hope. I hope he eats up some of his minutes. I mean, thank God Javon Carter wasn't terrible tonight. 2 for 2.
Yeah, he even played decent. I thought he was going to go 2 for 6 again.
Yeah, no, I can't yell at him tonight. Yeah, it was one of those games where you couldn't even be mad at Javon Carter.
Everybody played well, bro. Everybody was good.
I don't think there was really much to be mad about. I mean, the only thing you could really say was that Harden stood in the same spot for too long.
Yeah, like James Johnson and Paul Millsap didn't have also same thing, not great scoring games, but they came in and they did their thing, like as far as grabbing rebounds.
Their defense made up for their lack of offense.
Yeah, so I'm not really tripping on that. Like, I got no issues. I mean, you knew that the Celtics were going to make a little run towards the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth, and we got lackadaisical. We just kind of were like, you could tell everybody was just like, all right, we're not really tripping, and the closest they got it to was 12. I know some people were freaking out in Discord and on Twitter, and it's like they never got the lead back to single digits. The closest they got was 12 points. So I'm okay with that. Like I'll always say this: compared to last year, they would have gotten that lead down to single digits, and it would have been a close game. And the fact is, we have dudes now that can handle that shit.
Let me read some comments here. 17-0 run isn't small. James Johnson does a lot of little things. Nets run New York. Shout out Blade. Shout out Chris. Yes, we do run New York. Bubsy Discord. Yeah, Discord. If you're not on Discord, Isaac will drop the Discord soon. Join us on Discord if you're not on Discord.
Oh yeah, and drop the link for the merch too, so you can pin that up.
All right.
So can you, AJ, just tell me the website name real quick. I'll drop it in.
Oh yeah, it's bknetskingdom.org. If you're joining us right now, we just destroyed raped the Celtics 123 to 104.
Raped.
And also, if you're joining us right now, please, we know we're from New York here, right? And this is really what we think of Boston. This is what, well, if you're a Boston fan in the chat right now, this is what we think of you. Hold on. There's no love lost, man. New York versus Boston, there's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? It's
I didn't
real.
even notice you put up a nice background too, man. A new background.
You know what I'm saying? It's that's giving, you know. Gotta change a little, change it up a little bit, you know. Yeah. So
Cakes who said, "Oh wow, AJ, you can't say K-cock, but you can say raped."
You know, I'm probably gonna get flagged by YouTube. YouTube aren't gonna be like, "Oh, limited."
No.
You know how YouTube is.
I dropped the merch link.
Okay, good looks, bro. I'm gonna pin it. What else was I gonna say? Oh, how'd you feel about Bembry tonight? Because I know people want to talk about
Amazing.
Bembry.
Top tier. He played amazing. The thing was like
9 points.
Here, let me just do this.
The rebound.
So we don't. I'm gonna do this so we
rebounder.
don't keep going back and forth with stats. So those are our stats tonight. Bembry 4 for 5, 1 for he went to the line, missed one, but he had 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Like, dude was money tonight.
There has been no complaints from Bembry as of recently. The only thing like before this game was that his finishing was kind of like crazy, but like now like he's doing perfect everything right. Like there's nothing he's doing wrong at all. He's attacking when he needs to. He's getting good defensive stops. Like now without Bruce, I want him guarding the best guy on the court.
Well, let me ask you
In terms
that.
of point
Let me
guard.
ask you guys that and chat. When Bruce Brown comes back, do you want Bruce Brown starting or Bembry?
Ooh, that's a debate.
Bembry, I say Bembry, let
Yeah, that's
Bruce get the
tough.
feel of how the. I say Bembry, let Bruce get the feel of getting back into everything, and we'll see how we feel.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then you'll
That's tough. I don't
be
know.
able to make a decision out of a couple.
I really like how
Yeah,
Bembry's been playing. It's like he's.
But they ain't over Bruce though. Bruce is like.
That's what I'm saying. They're like
he
both
like
the same guy,
solidified,
but
like,
it just feels like I don't know why, but
Bembry's got the energy right now, though, bro.
I feel like Bembry is taller than Bruce. Is Bembry like taller
He
than
is.
Bruce, or is I'm
Let
He
on
looks
me
taller.
let me look at that. We've
but
got,
like, and he's definitely
we got-
taller. He is.
Bembry is 6'5".
Yeah, Bruce is 6'3", 6'4".
We'll find out right now.
He
Bruce
just
is
feels
6'4",
like
I
he just
think.
feels like a better. I don't know. He just feels like a bigger presence than
Bruce
I'm
is
calling
6'4".
it 6'4".
Yeah, he's only an inch, but he
6'4",
does
yeah.
look taller though. For like he looks considerably taller than Bruce, but he's not. Yeah,
And then
I
people-
don't. I say rock with it. I was excited to finally see LA get a shot tonight too.
And then people are gonna go with when Joe Harris comes back. That means Patty Mills gonna go to the bench, and that means Cam's minutes might go a little bit down. And then we saw LaMarcus start. We saw Blake get benched too. Blake got benched for this whole game. And LaMarcus started.
Bro, Blake pulled a DeAndre Jordan, bro.
Damn.
Bro, what if they all come back and Nash keeps the same starting lineup? That shit would be crazy.
Nah,
I don't know.
he would never bench Joe Harris, bro. He would never bench Joe
I
Harris.
know, but Patty, my
don't
God,
think
dude,
so.
Patty. I'm
I
sorry.
know, Patty's great.
Tonight's MVP is Patty
Yeah.
Mills. I don't care what
Our
anybody says.
first scoring option.
Yes, KD's great. Yes, Cam was nice to see, but I'm sorry.
Patty's
Patty
been playing heavenly, but I doubt Nash will never bench Joe Harris.
He would be
I don't
crazy
think so.
coming off the bench, bro. I think Patty should.
He's
be
gonna
cool.
come off the bench when Joe Harris comes back.
I think that would be better for having somebody like that off the bench. Like
Well, Joe better
Yeah,
start
nah,
having
having that off the bench. Yeah, I'd rather.
That's-
do that.
But Joe better
crazy.
start having 7 for 10 from 3 nights a lot in order to. I mean, because then you have to make the argument: would Patty be better to come off? I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, if you say he comes off the bench, right? We're starting the Patty Mills for 6th Man of the Year campaign. We're starting it. It's
Yeah,
happening.
I
and
know,
like
I already started it.
Joe will probably give like Harden a little more space because he's just real, he's a better 3-point shooter. And I just think like as long as Harden and Joe was on the floor together, like Harden will be able to utilize him. I think it'll be cool. I think it like imagine if this man was coming off the bench. Look at what he just did tonight. Is like, bro, like he would
wild.
just
Kind of
be
Patty
like
went
Chat's
a demon.
kind of mixed. I'm seeing Patty for second
Patty.
unit, then I'm seeing
Patty
Patty.
drills.
Patty comes, Patty should
Joe off
start,
the bench
Joe
and Joe off the
Supreme,
bench.
Supreme Patty, bro.
Being honest, I don't care. I'm good with both. Both either
Yeah.
off the bench is going to be deadly.
Yeah, I'm okay with Patty coming off the bench, but he's been playing great. He's been playing amazing. Like I
Yeah.
said, Patty's been playing. How y'all feel about LaMarcus? Well, the LaMarcus effect was so like apparent in this game because it was like,
Oh, it was
yo,
beautiful.
beautiful offense in the beginning,
Hey,
bro.
hey, I will say his shooting started out slow, but he was getting good looks. They were rolling around the rim. They weren't able to go. He came back, and that first time he made 2 shots in a row, and I was spamming in Discord. It's the mid-range season.
Oh, dude,
It's the
he
mid-range.
hit his last 2 shots before the half, and then he came back on fire.
He
Never
turned
beat.
up. Like he made
yeah.
like 4 shots. He made like
And that was
4 shots
okay.
in a row.
Some people in Discord were kind of giving him. I'm like, dude, how could you chill? He doesn't need to be perfect through the whole game. It's like he did his thing. He was still 7 for 13.
I like his
If
rebounds.
LaMarcus
His rebounding was
continues
9
to start, like,
rebounds,
that'd be
1
crazy.
block, 1 steal. That's. I mean, but
If
this
LaMarcus,
is go for it, Julie.
if LaMarcus continues to start for the rec, which he should, right? Like, bro, like who's really doing something to us? Like who really doing something to us, bro? Like,
I mean,
Well, I mean, if
people are
we
saying
get-
Claxton's coming back. People said they want Claxton. LaMarcus can. They said they want LaMarcus and Patty to be that duo off the bench. They're saying, and then Claxton can take Blake's spot. That's what they're saying.
The chances of Claxton coming back for starting first game is not zero. I don't see it.
nah, Patty and LaMarcus off the bench is OD.
That's OD, right? You think it's that?
I mean, let's put it this way, though.
broken, bro.
I say until honestly though, this is the way I see it. Until Kyrie comes back, I think you can be flexible with the starting lineup.
Yeah.
I think if Kyrie was here, there would be no argument that you would take LA and Patty Mills off the bench hands down. And then it moves everybody down. Then you can maybe throw Joe down there again. I mean, who knows? But that's because I do have a feeling though, Joe. I see that's the thing. If Kyrie's here, is Joe starting or is Joe off the bench?
He's
He'll slide. Nash will slide him
You
to
think?
the 3 or the 4.
It's hard. It's hard
with the
because
quickness.
Bembry provides us that it's stable. We have good defense. We have good offense with Bembry. But the thing is, like, when we had the big 3 out there, who else was starting? Joe Harris.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you had Claxton, Bembry, like Harden, KD, and Kyrie. Like that would be.
But the thing is with Bembry,
And
is
then you
you're-
have your
you're
second unit,
insanely
LA, Patty, and Joe Harris. Like
That'd be
and then
so
you could
fucking
throw
broken,
Bruce
bro.
Brown in there. Like that would be. Oh,
If
Kyrie
Kyrie
needs to
comes
come
back, it'll
because-
be unfair. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like it would be
I
unfair.
agree.
You're insanely balanced with DeAndre Bembry starting. Like you're insanely balanced on both sides. Like I was insanely happy with our defense tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think
Locked in and stuff.
DeAndre and Cam would be this. Like obviously it's still early, but they're looking like really good picks right now, bro.
All right, so I'll put the poll up. Should we keep the same starting 5 going forward, or when everybody's healthy, I guess change it up again? Change it up like Nash has been changing it up. You know how he changes it up. He's Mr. Change Up with the starting lineup.
He was rolling with the same starting lineup for a while until I think what happened until we got rid of
Joe went down, I believe. Yeah, until Joe went down. That's
Yeah.
when he started. Okay, let's tweak up a bit.
Yeah.
All right, put the poll up, y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We should have 100 likes. Get us to 100 likes tonight. Happy Nets giving to all the Nets fans, all Nets worldwide, everybody worldwide. Happy Nets giving. And then if you're joining us right now, we have destroyed the Celtics 123-104. And I just wanted to make sure that Boston fans know that we don't rock with Boston, and this is what we think of Boston. That's what we think of Boston. I'm sorry.
Hey,
y'all.
speaking of Kyrie, what's Kyrie doing today, bro? What do you think he's doing?
Oh, speaking of Kyrie, what is Kyrie? We got the Kyrie Irving update.
Another
Breaking
What
news.
is Kyrie doing
What
today?
is Kyrie doing today?
Nets
Breaking
Kingdom.
news.
I think he's in a room like with the lights off, with a whole bunch of candles around, and he's just praying.
Nah,
Like
he was
There is-
watching tonight, bro. He hates
there is
Boston. He
footage.
hates
My
Boston. He was
sources-
watching.
my
There's
sources-
leaked footage. There's leaked footage.
Yeah,
of what
there's
Kyrie
my
is doing.
sources sent me and Rage these photos. First he was out there making some clothes.
Look at my guy.
He
He's
was
so
making-
talented. He's just
Yo,
so talented.
he
I didn't
was
know
making-
Kyrie had this talent.
Dude,
Wow.
he's got a kid now, a new kid, and he's making some drawers for
Save
the kid,
money.
man. He's getting ready.
Hey, it's the holidays. You know what I'm saying? The holidays.
But-
You gotta be creative.
When he was done with that, he's like he's got to go get cultured. So we called him at the museum.
Oh,
He
this
was
is where
checking out, like
this is. Yeah.
He has good taste. He has
Like-
good taste.
Now you see that's good
Yo.
art. I like that art.
This is
I
where
hope
this is
you
why
was
he's been
talking
posting the
about
art. I was wondering where he got the
see?
art from.
and look
This is where he's
at
posting
the
art.
little hand. Look at
Yeah.
the little hand in that first. And what's that? Like a crown, like a king crown. Like I think
See?
that's subliminal.
I was
He's
wondering,
telling
like,
you something.
now I get it now. The art
The
tweets,
eye, check
the
the
art
eye out, bro.
Instagrams, because he was at the gallery. That's why.
What a guy. You know,
And
what
I-
a guy.
Oh.
There's something-
It's
there's
all
something
making
subliminal.
sense now, guys. Let's
Y'all-
go. We're starting.
See, you all can find his news on Nets Kingdom, y'all. Only,
But I'm
only on
telling
Nets
you,
Kingdom.
So
you
inspirational.
guys are missing the clues that are in the painting. The
Exactly.
all-seeing eyes, the crown, the stuff that looks like COVID. I'm telling you, bro.
He's about to make his own vaccine. He's about to
Yeah.
make his own vaccine. It's over.
He's good.
He's
I'm
about to
telling
make his
you,
own
bro.
vaccine, bro. I know.
What do y'all think the crown represents?
Him.
Just him just being a king.
Yeah.
Low key, I think that
Fair.
crown represents the final.
icon-
No,
He's
but look
trying
at
to go for
what's
it.
below the king in the hand. It's like a little baby. So he's
Kinda
like,
like a
Oh,
Illuminati
he just had a child.
He's
So it's
crowning
like,
it.
you know,
Right.
maybe-
Like, bro,
You know,
this is the you will only find this on Nets Kingdom.
I low key feel like legend has it that he actually painted those pictures. You know, be nice. You know.
Let me
He
see what
said,
the poll is right
Kyrie,
now.
he said,
Yo,
bleaching.
Yo, AJ, before you mention that real quick, I gotta say this: the Bulls and the Heat lost tonight, so now we're officially 2 games ahead.
It's really
It's
the
over
season
for the
of
league,
giving,
baby.
bro. Like,
Art
oh,
Kingdom,
they
shout out
gave
them.
us, man. They gave us this, bro.
That's what the Lakers, silly Lakers, think they did something by beating the Pacers.
The Indiana,
barely.
I'm sorry to say, Los Angeles, you have LeBron James.
Brown went crazy.
You have
Bro,
AD,
it was
Russell
all
Westbrook.
net, bro. It was all net. I be trying to tell people, bro, Braun a good shooter, bro.
Yeah, that's
But
the F you.
It is the Pacers though. Like,
The
relax.
Pistons, I'm not gonna lie. The Detroit Pistons beat the Indiana Pacers. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like I said, like come on, y'all. They barely beat and it was 80's out because
y'all
he
went
feels bad.
to overtime. Y'all went to overtime. Chris Duarte.
80 was like, I got a fever, I can't play.
Oh my god! I hit the corner of my toe, like AD, bro. They need to trade
Yo,
AD.
80 is hilarious. When I saw that all the ESPN reports, I was like, yo, how's 80 sitting out? It's like 80 has a
Nah,
fever.
80. They need to trade D, Julian.
Bro, he too, bro. He injury prone like shit, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, AJ. He pulled a Travis Scott, bro. He was doing one of these.
People that
I be bro. I don't see
noticed
how if you're a Laker fan, like how do you feel every time like AD goes up for a bucket and he gets contact? Like how do you feel like?
Oh man, yeah. Did the poll go up or it didn't go
I
up?
haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Delicate.
Yeah.
I just noticed that somebody was saying Milwaukee's rising. Middleton and Drew are back for them.
Yeah, as
They
they
won
should.
tonight. Yeah, they should. They should start cooking up.
So how y'all? Well, with Blake, right? Do y'all think Blake is gonna stay benched or is it gonna be like?
I don't think he stays benched for that long.
How long do you
he
think
needed
Blake
some
stays
time
benched
off,
for?
dude.
Let me know in the chat too.
He-
How long y'all think Blake stays benched for?
I mean, when they benched DeAndre,
He needed this. He needed this.
remember when they benched DeAndre? I mean, it took a long time for them to do it, but he didn't see the court for a minute. So
Yeah.
hopefully, like with them seeing like what LaMarcus did, bare minimum, like they don't let him start over LaMarcus. Like LaMarcus, even before we saw the first game of the season, I thought he should start. So
The only 2 centers I want starting this year is Claxton and Aldridge. I don't want any other center starting.
Or
I don't think. I think he just needed some rest. I think he's kind of tired, to be honest with you, pretty much starting everything. But I think he'll be back in. I'm not going to say he's going to take over the starting lineup again, but
Well, I have a revolutionary idea. Just put him
Kyrie?
at the 4. Just put him at the 4.
that's what I've been saying, dude.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
that's a pretty good idea, you know.
How long have we been screaming? And AJ called this shit before the game, posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
We've been screaming for LA to start for a long ass time. And part of the reason is you see it why tonight. Granted, I don't think starting him will always work, and that's like hopefully when Claxton comes back and Claxton gets back into game shape, and hopefully we see a different Claxtons from the beginning. Then you can go back and forth, I think, between Claxton and LA. Like if you have a faster small ball team, you could start Claxton. If it's not so much of an issue, you start LA. But
the thing with putting Bembry at that 4, right? His defense, bro, like it's not as good. Like his defense is way better than Blake's. So putting Bembry at that 4, it's just like, he can guard, like get steals, guard different positions. So it's like we insert defense with him.
Blake could be lethal off the bench.
But the thing with Blake can get exposed on defense. That's the only thing.
I have to tell you, our first in the middle of stream purchase of Nets gear was done by none other than Leb.
Oh, shout out Leb, man.
Shout out Web, man.
Thank you. Your order has been placed.
Thank you, Leb. Thank you for the purchase, man. But
yeah,
what was I saying? Oh, so y'all would rather have Blake than Bembry, or would you put Blake at the 4 or Bembry at the 4? As I'm saying,
Bembry.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I like Blake.
I'm not gonna lie. If you start Blake, you're way too slow. You're way too slow with LaMarcus Blake. You're way too slow. That's so.
How about
you know how easy that can get exposed? It's so easy.
I just depends.
Unless you go up against the Cavs, you're not. There's no point in running that.
Oh, good point. KD does guard the opposing 4s, yeah. But Bembry does switch. Sometimes we do switch, and Bembry be caught.
At least now, like because like obviously last year switching was a way bigger issue because we didn't really have guys that we were able to switch on to bigger guys like that, except Kevin Durant. And now Bembry can actually do it, so I'm all right with that. Mm-hmm. And he can stay in front of his defender. He's keeping up all the time, and so can Kevin Durant.
And what's weird, it's like I'm starting to look at it, it's like the way we play, it's like almost like we don't need a power forward in some senses of like how they're playing the setups. But the times that we did see Blake at the 4 last year, I felt he was better there than
he was.
Center.
He is.
And that's why, like, I'm not willing to write him off yet because when I see him in that position, I feel like he plays the floor better than he does at the 5, and he seems to pass the ball better, seems to be more in the flow of things. So I'm not willing to write him off, just partially too because of what the man did for us last year. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like it may not have been pretty all the time in the playoffs, but he gave his all. So he does deserve something. I don't know about starting though. I'd like to see him come off the bench personally.
In my opinion, I think Nash puts too much on him when he puts him at the 5. Blake should never have to guard bigger centers.
I don't want to see him.
You should never have to put Blake Griffin against Jared Allen. You should never have to put him up against Joel Embiid. You should have.
Yeah. Shout out Black Saint. Black Saint's in here. Shout out Black Saint.
Black Saint. What up?
Shout out Yvonne, the new mod. Yvonne in here. What's good, Yvonne?
All right, yeah.
Swaggy said Saint different from this year to last year is this year we're more versatile. So many guys could play different positions.
Exactly.
Yeah, agreed.
That was the first thing we said at the beginning of the year was we are so much more versatile.
And like basketball is so positionless. It's like it really doesn't matter. Like as I said, there's people. This guy commented on one of my posts and was like, "Oh, KD's a 3. KD's a 3. Why should you put him at?" It's like ESPN has KD as a power forward, but like y'all know, like basketball is so positionless. KD 3. KD brings the ball up. KD can be a point guard. KD can be fits. He plays 5. So it's like sooner or later, basketball is going to be different. It's just going to be forward guard. That's what basketball is going to be. It's not even
and it won't even matter if you have a C next to your name. You'll still be able to bring up the ball.
Exactly.
That's why I think Jay Williams said that like there's 5 positions, but really nowadays there's really like 13 positions. Like there's point forwards. There's like there's like there really is though. There's like combo guards, 1 and 2 guards put together. Like there's really 13 positions now. Like honestly,
it's really 2K out here. Like
it really is.
You got stretch 5s. Like scoring machines is not even funny.
Yeah, I think Blake coming off the bench makes our offense like more deadly, bro. I like
what Blake brings.
I like
Sometimes,
bench scoring, bro. I like
the
bench
hustle. I like Blake brings the hustle. You know, the gritty, the charges.
The charges. Like I'm not gonna lie, those charges come through those come through so clutch when we need them. And I still think like if you have, I think Blake is better off the bench because I think starting him kind of wears him out. And if you have him off the bench in his normal position, that's where he will succeed. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate having Millsap as a small ball five for the simple fact that he can play defense. And you got James Johnson too. Like when James Johnson's doing good, he's good for us.
he can throw an elbow if he needs to.
So we put the poll up. So should we keep the same starting five when everybody is back? 66% said yes, and 34% said no. So Nets Nation saying we should keep this starting five of LaMarcus, KD, Harden, Patty Mills, and Bembry. So
it was crazy. I don't think anyone thought that Bembry would make this much of an impact for us. I think we were.
I didn't think so.
I'm not gonna lie. Most like we were all like, he's just another Bruce Brown. What's the point? He doesn't provide you shooting. But like, I didn't really think he'd be that much of an impact either. He was just kind of like we signed on a non-guaranteed deal. What were we supposed to expect? I mean,
do you guys think he's better than Bruce? Do you think DeAndre Bembry's better than Bruce?
I think it's hard to rank it now because Bruce Brown really hasn't been playing recently. And when Bruce Brown, like we remember last year, Bruce Brown was getting double doubles like daily. Like he had like a 6-game streak of double doubles.
Dude, there's so much to me. They're very similar. Like somebody tried to tell me no, they're not. And I'm like, well, they're essentially doing the same thing. Like steals, getting in the pass. I think Bembry gets in the passing lane a little bit more than Brown does. But they're both, like he said, they'll have games where they can score double figures once in a while, not all the time, but they're always active on the boards. They're always active trying to play good defense on whoever they're guarding. And they play bigger than their actual size. So I think you just got to ride the hot hand between Bruce Brown and Bembry, personally. Like, if Bruce Brown is playing good, then you ride that hand. If Bembry's playing better, that. I mean, Bruce Brown is undersized, but they're only like an inch apart. So it's not like you're losing that much size.
It's not a huge difference. That won't really affect you.
They are very similar, and we've seen Bruce go off. We saw what we saw from Bruce last year. Very similar to what Bembry's doing right now, and I just think it's a matter of who's playing best is who you bring in personally, and who gels better with. I mean, you got to give Bruce the nod for as far as knowing to cut better in the lane, in the middle of the lane, than Bembry, because they do have that down with Harden. They do have that to the middle of the lane, to the rack down with Bruce more than they do Bembry. But
I will say this: I think Bruce is a better off the ball, going to the rim type of guy. Like he's a better cutter, but I will give Bembry the edge on him just driving.
Yes, I'll agree. I think Bembry definitely finishes at the rim better than Bruce does. Yeah, I'll agree.
What about the Bruce floater?
I will say this: Bruce Brown. I'm not gonna lie. One day he'll shoot 7 for 7 from those floaters. Another day he'll shoot 3 for 10.
Yeah, but some days he'll be trashing that floater.
but Bembry's had the same thing where he'll have like 4 or 5 points.
Sometimes out of Bembry's game, like he'll take some crazy layups and get blocked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really. I think you could go like mark for mark with Bembry and Brown, and it would come out even, in my opinion. It's just at the end of the day, I don't think you can really go wrong. Like right now, I would roll with Bembry because he's the hot hand. Like
Yeah, but in my opinion, kind of like Joe and Patty, I'm really glad we have both.
Yeah.
Because when come playoffs, like it's such good insurance because you can just swap out either one.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, and along with Bembry and Bruce, I mean you can switch with them now. Like you can. Yeah. I never thought like going into the offseason that having 2 Bruce Browns would be so impactful.
Well, I mean, you figure as much as we play the type of ball we do in small ball and different thing, it's great. I think it's a great idea. It was a very smart idea than just having a scoring guard like we did last year. Oh, somebody Pepe says Saint thinking like Kenny Atkinson. I mean, I know people hated on Kenny, but Kenny did do a lot of good things.
Shout out to Kenny, man. That's our OG coach.
Kenny,
Y'all don't know
Kenny,
that's our OG coach, bro.
People can cap on Kenny all they want, but Kenny did a lot for this team.
Kenny got us here, man. He built that little coach. He built the culture a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And Kenny brought something that I wish Steve Nash had Kenny Atkinson's intensity. That's what I would.
Grit.
If there was something I could take,
seeing Nash do what Kenny Atkinson did would be so funny.
Yeah, because Kenny would come out on the floor screaming for his players. You could not deny that man did not stick up for his players.
Hey, bro,
Kenny had that grit.
He'd have to get held back, bro.
Has Nash been thrown out of a game yet? That's what I want to know. No,
he never got attacked. He's never got attacked.
And Kenny's the type of coach that will pull like a veteran and put a rookie in just because that veteran is not doing well. Like he's not afraid to do that. He's not afraid.
I'm sorry,
to do that.
but I like that.
It would be.
I like that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I don't care who you are.
It would be fun when Kenny Atkinson would take out Torian Prince because he was doing dog shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to shout out Nash because Nash did a good job today. He did a great job today.
Yeah,
this is probably the best coach.
Slander.
This is his best. It's probably the best coach game I've seen.
The lineup. I'm not gonna lie. The lineups were perfect.
Yeah,
I feel
he was
the
keeping
other
everybody
game
fresh.
Good too.
Everything.
I think the last would be the last two games or the game before. I think were his best two games where I just couldn't.
You think the Cavs game was him good or?
I don't know. Which was the game that Cam came in? Was that the Cavs game or the game?
That was a Cavs game.
I'm just saying, for my personal opinion, watching, I felt that game and this game were the best because he made adjustments on the Cavs that. You're right. He didn't. He did coach well last game. He did. Yeah.
So he adjusted. I remember he sat Blake at the half, and
he didn't play Blake that whole second half.
Yeah, and then he put in he started putting the big lineups with Paul, JJ, and LaMarcus because he was doing good.
He's getting better at in my opinion, of whatchamacallit, at starting to identify when something's not working and not being afraid to switch it up. That is what I'm shocked.
He has been
that's
progressive.
where I'm impressed.
I'm not gonna lie. Last year he wouldn't make changes at all, no matter how bad something would be. He'd never make changes. Now he does.
Yo, bring up Leb though. Leb, you still in here, bro?
I think
you can pull up Leb.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him Twitter.
Yeah. Ask y'all questions, y'all. It was a blowout, so we don't have nothing crazy.
Yeah, we can get crazy tonight. We can.
I was gonna try to ask before we went live. You want to do a Thanksgiving ranking or some shit? Because we were debating it before the show.
We can do. I mean, it's up to. We can take a vote. You want to do a poll on it?
That would be.
Up to the child, y'all.
The worst Thanksgiving foods.
All Thanksgiving foods. We just rank it.
Y'all want to do Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because me and Saint and Rage were just arguing about stuffing before we started streaming.
Yeah, and then the other one is whatchamacallit. Do you think they will release Blake? No, not gonna happen.
Wait, Blake Griffin's trending?
For what?
Why is he trending?
Getting BMP.
I ain't gonna lie, if you like stuff
where is that
he got
trending?
DJ'd.
Bro, Julian, peep my name on the stream, bro. You gonna see it.
And people make it every year, I'm like, why? Whenever I go to the house and I see it, it's why is it there?
Stuffing's not terrible. Staring's not terrible. It's not.
But it's who's really you gonna put 4 things on the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stuffing is not making it on the plate. Let's be real.
Are y'all taking green bean casserole over stuffing?
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Stuffing is I'm just take a bite of it.
It depends on what's
in
that.
Rage.
Quick.
Get this straight. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say real quick. Say off topic. How you feel about Timberwolves beating Miami now on a 5-game win streak? Pretty nasty. What up, Leb?
And the worst team in the league beat the Bulls. The worst team in the league, the 1-16.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
Yeah, and we can't even pick on Carter. I'll go for it.
Oh, she said, "What do we do with Carter? That has been one of his best games."
Yeah, we can't even pick on him tonight.
This has what? Wait. This is what?
You're muted, Leb.
Yeah, what do we do with Carter?
AJ, 6 points tonight.
I didn't even realize I was muted. What's good?
Yeah,
AJ, look, so y'all not gonna see how he spelled Ben?
I just
let that slide.
Damn.
This man said this has been. One of his best. Crazy.
But I'm gonna tell you exactly why he's been killing. We literally decided to not make him dribble the ball. Just be completely off ball and just be a pest. That's all we ask. And you
I agree. I agree with this though. Mills and Cam, like with the emergence of Cam, and if Cam keeps it up, to me, there's no reason to bring in Carter.
Dude, I feel like Cam can be so much better than he's been playing too. That's what's crazy about it.
The more he gets comfortable.
Yeah.
The defense has been surprising, bro. Like his defense
for real.
has been, like, I didn't know he had this in him.
Like, I'm not saying like he's playing bad or anything, but like I just can see him doing so much more, and that's what's got me really excited.
Yeah. But how many minutes?
Take on it, Leb?
I was going to ask you, how many minutes you think, like, when everybody's back, how many minutes you think Cam's going to get now?
I mean, I said something earlier in the chat about it. I said that like he was the first one off the bench tonight, so like. I don't think he's gonna. He might keep the same amount of minutes, but I definitely can't see him being like a DNP anymore, because you don't just take your first round pick rookie and like throw him in there and make him the first one off the bench. Like that's kind of sending a message to him. Like he was 6 man, first one off the bench tonight.
Yeah,
you don't just do that and then DNP him like the next week. That just doesn't happen.
I mean, we did talk about it though. If we did get hit with enough injuries, we knew he would probably, like, one of the rookies would see time, and it just so happens we did lose Harris, we did lose Brown. So I mean, I agree with you. I don't think he's just going to get regulated back down. Hopefully, he doesn't get knocked back down to just garbage minutes and then G League games. But I mean, if you keep seeing how it works, like tonight. So far, with like you could say it was an okay shooting game from him. Like he had some good plays, but I think I was more impressed with his ability to get to the line. I think he's still figuring out the size and speed difference as he takes it inside.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he's been like when he gets blocked inside, it's pretty emphatically. But I just think that's him not realizing
when JT blocked. He was like, no, rookie.
No. Yeah, I just think that's coming down to him, like now gauging the speed and size, and I think once he figures that out, like you'll start seeing maybe I don't want to say a Bruce Brown floater, but you'll start seeing a more high arcing floater or something there. But nope.
Shout out Duke of Quail, man. Thank you for super chat. He said, "Oh shit, my bad."
That was a $5.
Yo, Duke of Quail, you good, bro?
$5 spelling
Duke of Quail, man. Yo, it's all good, bro. We all spell shit crazy. Trust me, I'm the worst speller.
Why you do that, bro?
Bro, I'm like, why y'all just reading this normally? The man said Ben.
Ben.
I'm playing.
It's all good, bro. Yo, Duke of Quail, you can pull up too,
like that.
You can pull up too if you want.
Oh damn! I didn't even realize Cam
big dude
6 from 3 tonight.
Yeah, he didn't.
Wait, what was he?
0 for 6 from 3.
Wait, he shot 6 threes?
Yeah, apparently.
He tried.
Damn. I didn't realize he shot that many threes.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even feel like he took that many shots, and the shots he made.
Me too.
Good shots.
I didn't think he took that many shots.
Hey,
I'm gonna need you.
I got a thing real quick. I'm gonna donate. What are the t-shirts cost? Like 20-something bucks. What was that? Right, $20.
I bought a sweatshirt, so I can't tell you.
It's 26.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I can't. Damn it! It won't let me do that. I can't change it. Oh, I can. Yeah. I can. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna donate $26. We gotta have something for somebody to answer to win a shirt tonight. I'm gonna put a shirt up for. So we gotta come up with something good.
Somebody gotta win a shirt tonight. Jeez.
So it's like a trivia question.
Or I could just be like, pick a number between. Since how many people are in here? About 185. Pick a number between 1 and 185, and if I see it in chat, I will pin you up, and then you just gotta DM me either on Discord or on whatchamacallit, Twitter. So a number between 1 and 85. If I see the number up there.
Oh man, the other about to go the numbers.
If you see it,
and I'll tell you, I may have already.
Yo, Rage, get out of here, Rage.
Yeah, Rage.
Yo, why everybody saying 7, yo? Oh shit. You gonna win a free t-shirt?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything, bro. I mean,
Mhm.
who knows? And I'm gonna let it rock for a little bit. I'm gonna keep scrolling and look at numbers, and then I'll.
Yeah.
And then I'll
Oh,
come
let
with
me
it.
ask Leb this though. So when we benched Blake and started LaMarcus, man, how did you feel? I know you was
Bench Blake
Lee
and
was
started
like-
LaMarcus. Man, I wanted James Johnson. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh, you want
I
Yo,
wanted
stop
James
that, bro.
I wanted
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. But
He
Hey,
played
Saint.
all right tonight. What up?
Yeah.
I liked it.
When you
I
try to
really
like
bench.
pick a second number just in case somebody's like trolling and they're not really trying to get the shirt and they're not gonna send you information. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
pick
no,
a
I hear
second,
you.
like, yeah, pick a second one just in case.
I think you should just.
I still haven't seen it though. I will tell you that I still have not seen the number. I picked
But
it
why was the
doozy.
first number I saw in the comments one? Like y'all not.
Wait, who said 69? Y'all nasty.
Dude,
69.
Cakespoo was the first one to drop 69.
Oh, she
bro.
put 69?
AJ, this your fan base. What you mean?
I mean, it's 11:20. It's Nest giving. It's Nest after dark.
It
So.
is.
AJ, you don't you the thought in the building.
Nah, bro. The 6'9" got caught me off guard. I was like, whoa. Oh man, these numbers are
And
going
as soon
crazy.
as I see it, I will put it up there with the $26, and then AJ we'll get your address and we'll send it. to
Yeah,
you.
we'll send it. We'll send it. We might as well do the Chubbs. We might as well do the Thanksgiving idea, man.
Did I just see a 0?
I do have to say, Leb was looking for James Johnson to start tonight, and he didn't get it.
Yeah,
he was,
it was.
really
really
pushing
wanted it.
for that.
How you feel he played today, though?
I thought he
What was
played
his
good.
stats? He
Alright,
was
somebody
21
follow.
minutes, 3 for 5, 0 for 1.
Webb, start him over KD.
No, not over KD. I
4
want to run
rebounds.
some small ball shit.
He had 7
I think
points.
he
He had
was
7
trying
points.
to get him at. Leb thought that James Johnson would have been the starting center.
Yeah,
I think that's where he was going.
I wanted to roll with it for one night.
Just one night.
One night. I just thought that since last time we played Boston, we just got so abused by having Blake switch on to Tatum,
Yeah.
and
Right.
I thought that they would have tried to do something like that against us again. And if you put LaMarcus out there, LaMarcus is not going to be able to guard Tatum either. So I thought that you just try James Johnson out for tonight. But
Somebody
And,
earlier in the chat was saying LaMarcus defense was suspect tonight.
But he was
Well,
what?
how about here? But let me.
His defense was suspect.
Oh, his defense?
That's what they were
It
saying.
wasn't,
Somebody
no, his
said-
defense was all right. It was good to me.
How do you feel about James Johnson starting at power forward over Blake?
No.
And the winner is Ant. Ant
Oh,
finally hit it.
Ant got it?
Oh.
Ant got it?
Wait, what was the number?
62. I did not see another
Wow.
62. This was the only time I saw it right there.
Ant got it. Shout out to Ant.
all right, who's going to be the first person to say, but I put 62.
Yeah, no, I've been checking it. Ant was the
Bro,
winner.
the
I
numbers
went
been
with
going crazy.
62.
All I'm seeing is just numbers.
I know. So Ant, if you follow me on
Look at
Twitter,
Pepe.
Yep, there's Pepe.
Like I said,
He
I
said,
was
"Fuck out of here."
sure I said it. So
Nah, everybody- 52.
and if you're on Discord, just either DM me on Discord, or if you're at Twitter, just DM me at you see it at the bottom, SaintNet1. Just shoot me if you're comfortable shooting me your address, and then AJ will get it out to you.
Sure.
And before
Everybody's
that,
saying
DM me and
congratulations.
get
Y'all
my
know y'all
address,
salty.
and then DM it to him.
Nah, they salty as hell.
Y'all know y'all hating.
But I got the thing ready, AJ, if y'all ready. So
Oh, you got it ready? All right, bet.
I got it ready.
Oh, snap.
He's actually gonna. Is there like little plates of food at the bottom, bro? We're about to
Yes.
lose all our
this is
viewers.
Thanksgiving.
Watch this.
Yes.
All our viewers are about to disappear. They're
Hey,
gonna
I
be
ain't
like,
gonna lie.
"What's this shit?"
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. So y'all ready for the truth? Turkey is a maybe.
Hello?
He's amazing.
Turkey's a maybe.
You gotta cook it right.
Yeah,
Turkey don't be
definitely
dry as
amazing.
fuck.
Turkey is
Definitely amazing.
Turkey don't be
elite.
dry as fuck.
Nah, turkey.
Actually, I'll put
terrible.
turkey great. I'll put turkey
If you
great.
if you don't have the meat thermometer, bro, and it's not moist, that shit.
Nah, you
that
gotta
shit
have the
be-
sauce.
Thermometer.
You have to have the sauce on it.
Nah,
So y'all ain't never had no dry turkey
nah,
on Thanksgiving?
Julian,
Oh, I've
nah.
definitely had some
Turkey,
dry ass
yes.
turkey.
What's up with the
Yes.
squash? What's up with the squash looking like phallic shit with like?
Yeah, that shit was
You
nasty.
Sneak that
Y'all
in there,
be,
bro.
you be eating cranberry sauce, bro, Julia?
Are those
I
Brussels
tried it one
sprouts?
time.
What?
Yeah.
Who fucking Brussels
I've tried
sprouts
it
during
before.
fucking
It's
Oh
good.
no, some people definitely do. I know my dad loves that shit.
So
Where's
turkey,
the can
I'll put
for-
that
okay.
in. I'll put that in a hard pass. Look. No.
Can we just?
Nah,
Yo,
hold
I
on. Wait,
can't-
we gotta take.
What?
We gotta take
Hard
a vote.
pass?
We gotta
No,
take a
hell
vote.
no, dude.
I'll eat
Turkey's
everything
great,
but
bro.
turkey.
Turkey's
bro.
great.
Lev, what you say? Wait.
I'd
Lev,
put
what you
turkey
say
in
about
baby.
turkey?
I
Lev,
think
what you say about turkey?
it's like the signature food, so you can't put
gotta
it in
be
hard
great, dude.
pass.
It's gotta
But
be.
I
Yeah.
I
This
never
ain't-
grab that shit. So
This isn't
Damn,
the
Yes,
Ray.
sir, Lev. Yes, sir, Lev.
This isn't what
This is
this
ass.
isn't the Chubs like what Chubs would eat thing. It's
What do
come
y'all
on, man.
think in the chat right now? What do y'all think turkey should go?
Yeah, we'll try to-
Elite,
Turkey?
grade A, hard pass.
if you say it's elite, that's just a straight up
See,
lie.
all y'all
That's
saying
what
ham.
y'all do. Y'all don't do it no
Yo,
more.
why
Y'all
y'all-
saying
do
ham
turkey.
over turkey.
Y'all
I
be going
respect
for
y'all.
ham and
I
shit.
Great. I put it in great. 'cause
Ham
I
is
like
so
I
turkey.
much
say
better
great.
than turkey.
Ham
bro.
is so much better.
Hey,
The hell?
They don't got collard
I've
greens
had
on here, bro. How they not have collard greens
I've
on
Yeah,
here?
he's
had
got Brussels
turkey
sprouts,
cooked good
bro.
one time, and it was really good.
Yeah.
But
Unholy
that was
Mayhem,
like it's hard to cook
Unholy
turkey right.
Mayhem,
Bro.
Kusanagi, bro. I love y'all, bro.
I'd rather have.
Shout out Leah.
Love you,
Leah said
comments.
hard pass. Leah said hard
Yeah.
pass.
Yo,
was
is
the
Saint
best
wearing a
Thank
Jeremy
you.
Lin jersey?
Chill.
Is
But
that
nah,
what
bro,
this shit
turkey's
was?
on
Nah.
hard.
Damn, everybody's saying I'm surprised.
No,
I feel
turkey is overrated,
vindicated
bro.
that people feel me. It really is.
Hey, yo,
All
chat,
right,
was
so-
I the only one that saw that
Overrated
Jeremy
as
Lin
hell.
jersey?
No,
Jeremy no.
it better not
He
be a
got a-
Jeremy Lin
He got
jersey.
a custom. He got a custom. It's a custom. It's a custom.
Oh,
Chubb,
it's
just
okay.
leave it in.
It's a-
Just leave it in maybe or okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Alright, okay. You want to eat the fat ass bird? Okay.
Bro, chill
You
out.
wanna eat- Alright.
Yo, this is crazy.
Okay, next pumpkin pie. This is probably a controversial
Live.
because
Okay.
you either gonna love it, or
For
you
pumpkin
either
pie?
love it or hate it.
It's okay. It's all right.
Leb, you said it's okay.
Gavin Tor, he said, "How you feel about Harden?"
I don't really have an opinion on
I liked how Harden played tonight, except for the fourth
Pumpkin
quarter. I
pie.
didn't like how he played.
AJ, how you feel about pumpkin pie?
I
I
put
love
that in-
pumpkin pie.
I put that in okay.
Put
It's
that in
alright.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's fine.
I love pumpkin pie.
That's
You
okay.
put
I
it.
don't- I
Chat.
don't hate it,
I
I
would
don't
definitely
love
have pumpkin pie over
But
turkey.
Damn.
Damn, I would too. I'm not gonna lie. And sweet
I like
potato.
sweet potato pie. My grandma, she makes sweet potato pie and stuff like
I
that.
hate sweet potato.
Nah, she make it different. Chill out. She do some.
Julian,
Send me
I'm
some.
not gonna
Julian.
hold
What's
you.
up? What's up?
Pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie is the same damn thing, bro.
No, they're not. No, they're
I'm
not. No, they're not.
bro. They taste
The pumpkin
same.
got a
Nah, it's
different
different.
taste.
It's different.
It-
But I
it
see why you.
tastes the same to me.
I think you're saying the same.
It tastes
They,
the
you
same.
both you use cinnamon and like nutmeg in both of them, so they're kind of like.
Pumpkin pie is way
similar.
better in my opinion.
I like both of them, but like the sweet. And I don't like sweet potato, but like the way she make it, that should be busting.
All right,
I don't really
next,
like it. I don't like
Everybody look like.
Isaac,
everybody's-
drop the Discord, bro. Drop the Discord.
There's so much better.
Say, you
pies
like
than
pumpkin pie?
honestly.
Or did he drop
Yeah,
it already,
please,
Isaac? Hold on. Let me look in the chat, Isaac.
Saying you like pumpkin pie?
Get us to 100 likes
Like,
tonight, y'all. Get us to
that's
100 likes, please. 100
I
likes,
like
please.
turkey more than I like pumpkin pie. I don't know about
Damn. All right, I guess
But-
pumpkin
but
pie.
pumpkin
would be
pie-
staying
I-
okay.
That's
Yeah, I
that's
think
fair.
turkey
That's fair.
turkey
That's
should
fair.
be in the middle. Turkey should be an okay.
Yeah,
In my
that's
opinion.
fair.
I don't think it should be maybe.
I mean, yeah, if turkey is cooked straight. Like,
mean,
it's,
I'm cool with
it's
turkey being
mid-tier.
okay.
Because
but,
last year I was at somebody's place and they had a smoker and they straight smoked their turkey and that
That's
shit
true. Yeah,
that
if
shit
you
sound
do
good.
smoked turkey,
That
that's
shit-
different.
That sounds delicious.
it was amazing. Like it melted in your mouth, like the seasoning that they used in the smoker and then all the spices they put out. That shit was
They had a meat thermometer.
oh hell yeah. They
Oh
just
my
stuck-
God.
They
Okay,
just
so
Yeah,
y'all
put
wanna
it
move
in
up to
okay.
they just
Y'all wanna
they
move
just
up- alright,
Move it up
Yeah,
so
yeah.
okay.
they took that meat thermometer and they just jabbed it right in the middle.
It just
Like,
feels disrespectful to put turkey in maybe. Like
Hey,
that's
hey,
like
hey,
that's-
Yeah, that's
I
disrespectful.
don't know how I feel about that sentence you just said. That sounds.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. But that when they use
Hey,
that
and that's after
plunger-
dark. Keep it for
Yeah,
Nets
that's
after
right.
dark.
Yeah, that's after
They
dark.
use
If you're in the
that little-
Discord, if you know, you know. If you know, you know in the Discord.
They use that little.
What's up with apple pie?
Somebody said, "Hey,
Oh,
yo."
apple pie's like
Yeah,
elite,
yo.
dude. Apple pie's elite.
Yeah, nah.
I love apple pie. I'm not
with
gonna
ice
lie.
cream.
That's kinda cool.
Yeah, with
Yo,
ice
how about
cream,
that?
Yo,
alamo.
no,
in the
yo,
microwave,
everybody
yeah.
saying pause in the chat.
Man,
Thank
right
you,
there.
Chad.
Hey,
Thank you.
yo,
Thank you,
say
Chad.
pause,
Thank you,
pause.
Saying I ain't even saying you say you like how it melts in your mouth. I ain't even hear you say
Yo,
that.
yo.
Yeah, I'm saying y'all heard what he said.
You guys just got it, didn't
That
you?
is flagrant.
So this is, I mean, but this is what I'm,
Nah, you guys gotta give State the pass. We were talking about food though.
yeah, dude.
Y'all gotta
You
chill,
guys
bro.
are
It do melt. It do
Yeah.
melt.
bro.
It's-
I mean,
Like when you got some really good meat, that shit do melt in your mouth.
all
Like,
right.
I'm being dead ass serious, bro. I'm just being real.
this
Like
is, I mean, but this is what I was talking about. Like, how many times have you not seen
y'all ain't never
like,
had no steak.
like somebody in your family pulled that thing out and they started the turkey
Oh my
baster?
god, this is getting out of hand.
Y'all ain't never had no steak.
Remember
that
that
shit
shit,
melt.
bro?
That
Sorry,
shit-
y'all. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
You
This is
take
it
the
wasn't supposed to be
juice
like
that's
That shit
around
be
the
busting,
turkey,
like-
and then you squirt that all over
And
the
you gonna
turkey.
say,
Use them
"Hey,
Dude,
yo,
this
what's going on?"
That's
Bro,
what,
this-
but that's
bro,
what
Why y'all
happens,
talking about
bro.
some ayo? Why y'all talking about ayo? Like, what do you mean ayo?
Saying they got
Nah,
spaces on
nah.
Twitter for
I'm
you.
telling
can't
you,
even do
you're
this
telling
right now.
me
I
that
can't do
you
this
never,
right now.
you know that's called a turkey baster, right?
Yeah, you
Nah,
gotta
I
squirt
know
your,
what
And
you
you-
squirt
talking
your
about.
juices in it. Yeah, you squirt your juices in it and shit.
You guys are sick,
Like
bro.
butter and shit like that. Like that shit.
You guys
It make
got
it
some
make it on point.
disgusting.
This is not how it's supposed to go. This is
You
not
guys
how
got
it's
some
supposed to
disgusting minds,
No limits
bro.
and hashtag Nets After Dark.
Johan, don't try me. That's gay. That's gay. Stop.
Whoa! Don't even be saying that. I'm just saying it's a turkey baster, and you
Nah,
take
Julian,
the
you just talking
juices-
about putting some meat in your mouth.
Nah, I ain't say
Whoa,
that.
my
Nah, I ain't say
God.
that. I ain't say that.
Inject
Nah,
the
that's
turkey
that.
with-
Hey, look, that's how you interpreted it. I ain't say that.
Yo,
Yeah.
can we get on to the next food, please?
All right, next
Next food, please. Next
Next
food.
food.
please.
Biscuits.
Okay.
Who the hell eat ash?
Nah.
That's first of all, that's ratchet. Who the fuck make
What?
biscuits
Oh
on
my
fucking Thanksgiving?
This is getting
Fuck.
out of.
Can we
Who the
go
fuck
on?
eating biscuits? That's
How
for
we
the
go from
morning.
Thanksgiving to? Oh my god.
Can we
I
move
can't
on
do
to the
this.
next
biscuits.
piece?
Let's go
pull up
biscuits.
the
Okay,
biscuits.
biscuits.
Who the
Oh,
fuck eat biscuits
are-
on Thanksgiving?
Nah, biscuits be in
Bro,
there.
I'll be having
Biscuits
Nah,
ought to be
biscuits be
great.
hitting, bro.
That's a
Actually-
breakfast food.
Actually,
Bro,
I
it don't matter.
You're having cornbread though. What about the cornbread?
I do like biscuits.
Cornbread and biscuits all should be
So
in the same.
cornbread-
Is cornbred on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
cornbread's
like
on here.
biscuits,
Yeah,
but
so
like
bad and
y'all
Nah,
eat
cornbread is
biscuits.
elite, bro. Actually, never mind. Cornbread's great. Cornbread's great.
But wait a minute, then I think you got to group dinner rolls, cornbread, and biscuits all together.
Okay, yeah. They
Yeah,
all,
they're all-
especially
Yo, why
the
midnight
Hawaiian.
say that? He
I
said,
eat
"Is this the
dinner rolls
cooking
on
channel?"
Thanksgiving.
I told you
Why
we were
did I
doing
say
this
that?
with all our
He
viewers.
said, "Is this the cooking channel?"
Lib, you
This
said
is
you eat
Nest
biscuits
giving,
too?
bro.
Yeah, I'll be having.
Yeah, this
You
is
insane or ratchet?
what?
Yo, midnight.
Y'all are
Don't you say that,
ratchet,
bro.
you
This is Nets giving. All right.
Fucking
Bro,
biscuits on
biscuits-
Thanksgiving.
Biscuits is
What's
elite
wrong
on
with eating
Thanksgiving.
biscuits
Hello?
and cornbread on
That's
That's for the
Thanksgiving?
more. That's for
Julian,
breakfast.
Julian,
What's
You
up?
I ain't
never
even
had a
having
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
sandwich with a freshly baked biscuit?
No, because
Hell
I'm
yeah.
normal.
Hey,
You never
no,
had it. You never put
hey,
ham,
I'm-
mac and cheese between two biscuits. Freshly
Oh.
baked biscuits.
You know what
Never
you
did that.
should have put
Oh,
on
he's getting
there.
exotic on you.
You should have put some alligator meat up on that thing too.
See,
Oh,
now,
nah.
that doesn't exist. People don't eat alligator. That doesn't exist.
In Florida, if you're from Florida in the chat, y'all eat alligator for
I'm
Thanksgiving.
not gonna lie to you, Julian. I'm not gonna lie to you, Julian. I can literally prove you wrong.
Nah. There's no need to do that. It's Photoshop.
What do you
Whatever
mean
he puts on
nobody
the
eats
screen,
He
it's
said
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
It's video
Nobody
shop.
eats biscuits and people eat biscuits and gravy for all the time, dude.
That's-
That's not
yeah.
just a breakfast thing.
I do
That's
like
good.
biscuits. Don't get it twisted. I like biscuits.
How they have
I
dinner
love
rolls,
biscuits.
cornbread, and biscuits? Like,
Cake
they got
Spoon
all
said
this.
I eat crocodile. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
They do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
In
You eat
Australia?
kangaroos
They have
too?
crocodile like that?
You eat kangaroos
Cake Boo. They have no for real. That's a real question. Like they have crocodile like that. Like
in the land
They
down
do.
under. You feel me?
land down
I don't know
under.
if they be having it for Thanksgiving.
I think
though.
I just saw our viewership drop down like 35 people. Like,
They're like,
dude.
fuck this.
Like, you fat ass motherfucker talking about some food.
I mean, it was hard. What can you really talk about other than you want to just talk about 2 hours how we beat Boston's ass and repeat the
Yeah.
same thing?
Yeah, exactly. It was not that much to talk
Hey.
about.
Hey, listen, y'all ready for something crazy?
What?
What?
Brussels sprouts is elite.
What?
No.
You know,
Swear.
Julian,
Who's had it?
Julian,
Wait, before
Julian,
who's had it?
hard
Who's had it?
pass,
Who's
bro.
had it?
Julian,
Who's had
I
it? Who's had
agree.
it?
I'm right
Who's
with
had
you.
it?
I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
Who's had it?
I'm right with you.
Y'all have
hard
never
pass.
had it if you think it's not. If it's not, if you think it's
Let's
not good.
take a
On
vote
my
on
life.
that. Let's take a vote amongst all the people that are online. I say it's a hard pass.
Saying you had Brussels sprouts before?
Yeah, they're nasty as hell. Hard pass.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
little
hard pass.
pieces of
Lev
it's like little
says hard
cabbage
pass.
balls.
That
AJ,
shit
what
is
about
nasty.
you,
Hey,
Ray?
yo!
It's literally little balls of cabbage. I'm dead
Hey,
ass.
yo! What? Stop saying that.
Rage, you had
We go
Brussels
to the
sprouts
next. We go to the next food, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's a hard pass on Brussels
Yeah, it's a.
sprouts.
bro.
let's
You
just
put
a
some
min-
honey on
let's
it
put a
and
min-
like
let's
char it in like a pan, bro. Y'all know. Hey,
I'm not,
man,
I'm,
it's
I'm
nice
not
to be
gonna
with
lie.
it, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never had honey
on.
on anything besides Honey Nut Cheerios, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Jesus.
Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna just put in a hard pass because Julian said he put honey on it. I'm not gonna. That's nasty.
Bro, I swear, bro, Chuz,
You putting honey on
I'm
your
gonna have you
vegetables?
do it one day, and your life gonna be
Honey?
different. I swear.
Okay.
No, you put
Well,
honey on
let's
it,
get
and
the,
then
let's get the
you
easy out
char
the
it.
way. Squash. That's a hard pass.
What the fuck?
else?
Y'all like
I
I would
squash?
rather eat squash than Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I'd put it as a maybe.
You put squash as a
No.
maybe.
I would rather
Yeah.
eat squash than Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
I'll pass on
For
both.
sure.
If that's for me, I'll pass on both.
Hey, thank
Yo,
you.
Joanne said you got
I'm not gonna
Kenny
lie.
Brown,
I am not putting those two on my fucking plate. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's not
Joanne said you got good taste. Oh wait, you
So I
got
guess
bad
you could say
taste.
that's a
My
hard
fault.
You
She
got
said
bad
bad
taste.
Hey,
Got
but you
bad
gotta put.
Hey, y'all know what you're talking about.
I say corn and roasted veg. Let's group some of these together. I think like corn and roasted vegetables need to be like at the okay section. Or
Yeah.
maybe
Corn is okay.
I
Corn is
like
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
nah.
can't go wrong
Nah,
with that.
corn
You
is
can't
roasted.
great.
Corn is. I
Roasted
love
vegetable,
corn.
Corn
Bro.
is
yeah.
great.
I think
Roasted
gravy.
Roasted vegetable, depending on the roasted vegetables. See,
Yeah.
it depends on how, like corn and roast. It depends on how
That's
it's
too
like
hard.
how it's prepared most times. But like sweet corn on the cob with some
All right,
butter
now
on it.
this I got one that the see I'm a bet like the jellied cranberry. I can't do the cranberry sauce. I got to do that shit out of the can. I can't be.
Okay, so let's get cranberry sauce.
To me,
out
that's
the way.
elite.
I'll
To me,
agree.
cranberry is
I'm-
elite, but I know
with you,
people.
Saint. I'm with you.
I've only had the
cranberry
cranberry sauce one time, so I don't,
Yeah,
I don't. I've never had the jelly cranberry. At
Yeah.
all.
Oh, it's just straight.
I've never
It's
even heard of that
it's
shit. I'm
beautiful.
not gonna lie to you.
It is. I've never
To me,
had it
it's
at all.
elite, but I know some people would be like, nah,
Okay, let's just
but-
put it.
No,
in grade.
I don't like regular cranberry sauce, and I really haven't had any other cranberry sauce besides that. So I guess I don't really have an opinion on it.
Nah, but I'll put cranberry sauce. They're both good. Saint just is. Yeah, he's picky with cranberry sauce specifically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jelly cranberry is elite for me.
Okay,
I mean,
unanimously, we can all agree mac and cheese is elite.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
elite.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
mashed
elite.
potatoes should be elite too.
Yeah, that's
Mashed
elite.
potatoes is elite.
Yeah, that's
Elite.
definitely elite.
Next, creamed corn. That's a hard pass for me.
Ooh,
I like cream corn.
I like cream corn too.
I like
would,
cream
I
corn.
would put that in the
I'll
okay or maybe.
put
Put it okay.
I'll put that as
That's
a maybe. I'll put that as a maybe.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll put that in.
cream corn,
I
I
put that in
cream
okay. I
corn.
like cream corn.
Because
Wait,
would
we
put
put
it okay.
corn in okay?
I would mix my cream
Yeah,
corn.
I think
would,
corn should be in great.
That should be
Yeah,
great.
okay,
It
let's go
depends.
corn. Yeah,
I would mix cream corn, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese all together. This shit would be so good.
Yo, who's that girl on the right? You saw that? I
Who?
just saw a picture of a girl.
Oh,
I
I
oh, right there, right there.
I bet you did. I bet you did see it.
Are these ads gonna screw us up?
Nah, we're good.
Oh.
No, I don't.
It has
AJ,
no
you
light
a thought.
on
You
it.
know that? He talking
know
about,
you
did you
need-
see that girl on the right? AJ, you
Nah,
a
that-
thought.
Matter of
Oh, that's my
fact,
girl.
4 racks full.
You need to get ad block.
racks for
knock
that.
all that shit out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
try
Shout out
go-
it.
to Will Parody. He said the gravy's elite for me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, gravy, that bit for me, hard pass.
No.
Real Royal was
Yeah, I'm
good,
not
bro.
a big gravy, but I think gravy should be in grape because
Gravy
It's
is
just
great.
like
I think it should
liquid.
be
It's
great.
it's
In my
liquid
opinion, it's
diabetes.
It's great in my opinion.
That shit is fire, but
Real Royal, you gotta go to the
Gravy is-
beginning
I
of the
know it's
stream,
not for
bro.
everyone.
I know
was
people
a-
probably like gravy though, so you could put it elite or
It
great.
was a blowout, Real Royal. You gotta go to the beginning of the stream. You gotta watch the beginning.
yeah.
Real Royal
So,
know he be
I'll
watching
talk.
these games.
I got it.
Harden stood
Okay.
at the half court line for 20 seconds each possession. What? I did not watch the game. What are you talking about?
Real Royal.
uh,
As soon as he see it, he gonna be like, "Nah, he was really just trying to like." I swear to
Just
God.
catch- Catching his breath.
Katie had a quote, y'all,
Catching his
about
breath.
AI. He had a quote up about AI. He said, I was a center power forward on my young team, and I was doing double crossovers, just like Allen Iverson. To pass him on the list and to be up there with some of the greats on that list is incredible. Yes, sir.
All right,
KD
where do we
passed
rank
AI.
Ham?
Ham is great.
Allen Iverson.
Ham is either great or elite. I love Allen Iverson.
Ham is,
I'm putting Ham in the league.
Ham is great.
You really can't
You can't go wrong.
stop it. Stuffing. Me, Rage, and Saint had a debate about this. Stuffing is a hard pass.
I'll give it maybe.
Yeah,
I'll give it a maybe.
I'm going hard.
I'll
pass
give it a maybe. I'm okay with some stuffing, but like if you put like 10 pounds of fucking shit in the turkey, I'm not eating it.
Like I'll put my spoon in it. Like I'll put my spoon in it and just eat a spoonful to prepare me for the food that I actually want to eat.
I'm not gonna lie, stuffing is not that bad. It just really
it's not a hard pass though.
Stuffing you got. It's a maybe. I'm not gonna lie. There's that. Sometimes I will put stuffing on the plate. It just depends.
In the chat, let me know in the chat right now. What y'all think? What y'all ranking stuffing?
See, because you're like debating it right now, that's why it should be a maybe.
Hey, quick question: is there AJ? Is there international shipping?
Yeah.
It's probably.
Where is he? Wait, where is he?
He's in Australia with Cakes Boo.
Oh, he's in Australia.
All right, we'll get back to you on that.
I'm pretty sure we can do that.
And if I have to chip in a little, we'll figure it out. But we'll just be patient.
But stuffing is a hard pass, bro.
I think it's debatable. I gotta put it maybe just because it's debatable.
Debatable.
Real Royal says the right person. You right, because my granddad, he kind of ratchet. So like he just get that. He get that box. Like he get that box of stuff, and he just But if it was made like from scratch, it'll probably be good. But I
gotta put it maybe, man. I think it's.
I give it a maybe.
All right, we'll bump it up. I just don't see the appealing of soggy bread stuffed in the burger.
Oh God,
that's literally what stuffing is.
I don't know.
Do we even care about the stuff on the bottom?
Yeah, you never had scallop potatoes or what's it called?
I've had it, but I don't think it's a Thanksgiving. I don't think it's.
I'm not gonna lie. The rest of the shit on the bottom, I just don't care about.
Scalloped potatoes, that would be elite, but it's not a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's not a Thanksgiving. I mean, biscuits isn't a Thanksgiving food necessarily.
They don't got collard greens.
Rolls are Thanksgiving food.
Yeah,
rolls are Thanksgiving food.
Rolls are definitely Thanksgiving.
Biscuits are Thanksgiving food.
No, yes. It's rolls, in my opinion. Rolls.
I'm about to say, I think rolls are Thanksgiving
rolls
food.
Are
not biscuits.
Rolls are elite.
Yeah, them potatoes are elite, but I guess like they not a Thanksgiving food.
Potatoes are elite.
Them what's it called?
Hey, you might as well just put sparkling and red wine all the way elite. You might as well just put all that shit way up there.
Sparkling.
Yo, Shane, did he tell you what size he wanted?
No. And hey, shoot the size you want, bro.
Yeah, we'll here. Okay.
I've never had a potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole.
Oh, that shit probably bust. I don't know.
No cap.
Tell him size and address.
I got his address. I'll hit that. I'll hit you up the address in a little bit.
Anything sweet potato, I hate.
The real parody says scallop potatoes is elite to him.
Yeah, scallop potatoes is
it that good? I never had that.
Yes,
if you do the right, if you do like the scallop potatoes, if you put the right like ingredients in it, and then what makes it really good is the top layer. If you crust it good and it has good, that shit is fire.
It's like cheese butter, and shit like AJ, and I think it's so good, AJ.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. And green bean casserole.
Never had it.
I'll put it in.
AJ, I just texted you his address.
No, green bean casserole.
We'll match it. Green bean casserole. But anyway, this is the Thanksgiving tier list. This is what we think, how we rank Thanksgiving meals. Like, honestly, some of them we may disagree on. Like, I don't think I'll hard pass on stuff in any day. Like, it's just nasty.
Kids, go cook some Brussels sprouts and you will realize that they are elite. Elite.
He said a large, AJ. Large. And just tell me how much it costs extra and I'll kick it to you.
Yeah, where's collard greens at?
You don't know where collard greens at. Like, this list is a little...
bro. I'll put collard greens at great.
What's that, AJ?
No, so they messed up when I put in collard greens.
Yeah, that was collard greens could go great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's collard greens is definitely this list is definitely a little unseasoned.
They be smelling like ass when you cook them, but they be good though.
Oh God, it
No,
does,
he's right
it
though.
does,
He's right.
it does.
Like, it smell like ass.
I know
Especially
you.
if like you put pork, if they put the pork in there, it's like yeah, nah, it'd be funky.
All right. Are we done sharing or what?
Yeah, we're done sharing.
All right. Well, how about it? Anybody got any something random that they eat on Thanksgiving that's not up there? Something that's just off the wall? Like
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I've actually had pizza for Thanksgiving before.
there was this old lady that always used to come to my grandmother's
Dude
house.
has
And she would,
Brussels sprouts. Relax.
Nah, I don't be eating them for Thanksgiving, but Brussels sprouts is fine. Listen, bro. Listen, here's what you listen.
Disgusting.
You get some honey and you mix it with some butter, right? And then you get like a what's the pan called? The metal pan. What's the metal pan called?
A baking pan.
No, not the baking pan. People cook steak in it and shit like that. I can't think of what it's called.
Cast iron.
banana
Cast
pudding,
iron skillet, yep.
raisin, coconut.
And you just char it.
I'm not
And you
gonna
just
lie.
char it,
I'm
and
not
it's
gonna
so
lie
crazy.
to you, Julian. I'd rather have Honey Nut Cheerios.
Nah, it's different. It's not like a lot of honey. It's just like you slightly.
Nah. But Julian, you gotta send me what you're talking about.
Oxtails. What the fuck?
Yes,
Oxtails?
sir.
Oxtails are
yes,
good.
Oxtails and gravy. Yes, sir.
S tier.
So someone said banana pudding with vanilla wafers.
Great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It gets too
Caribbean-
sweet for me, so it's hard.
Yeah. My
That's the
Caribbean
only thing.
people gonna agree with me. This is like a holiday drink, but sorrel is A1.
The fuck is that?
Okay, sorrel, like it's a Caribbean thing. Like it's a flour, right?
Yeah.
And usually they
Pork
let that
shoulders.
they let that flour soak in like a pot, right? And usually, not usually, this shit is usually spiked with alcohol. But let's not go there here or there. But it's fire. It's like a holiday drink. Like you gotta try it to understand.
It's sweet.
It's depends on what you put in it, but it's gonna make you like you're gonna be coughing up if you don't like drink it right. But it's good.
Y'all
What
fuck
about
with
this?
eggnog?
Yeah,
No.
that's more
It
Christmas.
tastes like
but
medicine to me.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, I know it's Christmas. I like
That's more Christmas, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I've actually never had eggnog before.
eggnog is good. I fuck with eggnog.
What
Y'all
about
already got
pork?
your Christmas shit up in your house?
Right? No, I am not that kind. What about pork shoulder for us Puerto Ricans? Not turkey, he says. Backdoor.
I've had that
Pork
one
shoulder's
time.
fire.
Yeah, no,
Pork
shoulders.
shoulder and
That's
pork
fire.
and pork
Never tried
belly.
it. Never tried it.
I think AJ's dipping out early.
Oh, that 10 days. Gotta get
His
to,
thought
gotta get
senses
to it.
kicked in. He had to do something.
He got hungry. That's what it was.
Turkish
Well-
food. I want to try Turkish food.
What is well, I'm not gonna lie. What is Turkish food?
Let's see here. The hell did I
What the
just
hell
hit?
You said
Stop it.
Turkish food?
That's
As in
Turkish food.
I seen it in a movie one time. I don't even know what it's called, but it looked
Like
good.
what is Turkish food? Like never heard of any Turkish dish in my whole life.
I forgot the name of it. I'll look at it.
I'm just being honest.
Turkish food. I don't even hear.
Yeah,
Let me look that
CWE.
up.
Oh, you feel me? Luxury. City chain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. K dot.
Oh, Turkish food looks good as fuck though.
Turkey. I'm telling you, I seen a picture of it and it just looks
Kebabs,
good.
traditional.
Yeah, it
what's
just looked bust like.
He said, "What is this from basketball? Not talking for eating."
lentil soup, orange, shawarma,
Oh my god, papoose.
donor
Shawarma looks so good.
kebab,
Shawarma
Turkish
is so
bagels,
fire. Oh
baklava.
my goodness.
The Avengers ate that
chicken
shit at the end of Avengers and shit.
Chicken
That shit
shawarma
look good.
is
I'm
so
seeing if
good.
AJ wants us to close it out. Yeah, I mean today's game was there was like nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Whoop that ass.
Not one thing to
Great,
point out.
great
I
win.
had-
We'll take the extra W. Like I said, the Bulls and the Heat lost, so we're like 2 games ahead in the Eastern Conference as the first spot. We're doing all this without Kyrie Irving. We still don't have Joe.
And
Harden.
Let's
That's not
talk
just
about-
Kyrie either. It's Kyrie, Joe, Clax, Bruce now. Tons of people.
So let's talk about our next game.
Oh, the Suns?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
I've
They're
heard
on a
some
hot
people
streak.
say it's gonna be we're gonna I think I don't know if it was Brandon and them are saying like we're gonna whoop that ass. I'm not too convinced on that.
Yeah, nah. Most of our things versus contenders has been very shaky.
So, and I'm not gonna lie, Suns have been really good recently.
Yeah, they're on a kill. They're
They're
killing
15
anything.
and they're 15-3 right now.
Yep.
I think LaMarcus will do a good job on Ayton, though.
I mean, the good thing is Ayton is not a fast player, so that's good. I do agree with that.
Marcus might fuck up Ayton in the post too. He might fuck him up.
He's gonna hit him with his little shimmy shake, and he's with his dream shake,
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
I'm not gonna lie, he's shooting over those.
Well, let's look at their team comparison.
Didn't we beat the Suns?
So
every game
points
last
per
year?
game, they're second, we're eighth. Assists per games, they're third, we're fifth. Rebounds per game, they're ninth, we're 25th. Turnovers per game, they're eighth, we're 14th. Field goal percentage, they're first, we're seventh. Assist turnover ratio, they're first, we're seventh. Free throw percentage, they're 11, we're 5. Block shots per game, they're 20th, we're 9th. Wow, that's crazy. 3-point percentage, we're first, they're 10th. Steals per game, they're 6th, we're 27th.
Wow.
So defensively, I think it's going to be I don't want to say we're gonna I just think if we let's take it back to that Warriors game. We can't afford to fall apart in the third quarter.
Nope.
Because I still think this is going to be a very good game, and everybody's going to have to be locked in. We can't be giving up turnovers, rebounds. Who's on their team? That's
To put it this way, the way we came into this game with
we
the incentive to kill, we need to come with that same mentality the Suns.
Yeah,
Like,
because
literally.
we're gonna have to deal with McGee, Kaminsky.
Oh shit!
That's gonna be a problem.
And we're gonna have to
be some
deal
problems.
with Ayton gets a bunch of rebounds. So rebounding is going to be our biggest issue, one of our biggest issues in this game for sure.
All right, let me ask you real
on
quick.
shit.
Let me ask
What?
you: who will have a better revenge game in that game, Javon Carter or Landry Shamet?
Oh,
Low key, I'm gonna give it to Shamet. I don't want to admit it, but I'm gonna give it to Shamet.
Shamalima Ding Dong might go crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shammy whammy.
I don't know. I don't think he'll go crazy, but I think if we're comparing the two players, I think Shamet's definitely gonna have
Shammy whammy.
Yeah, Shamit's been going crazy. He's been 40 from the three. So yeah.
Well, like Al Max said,
I know
who's
Suns fans hate
stopping
him for
Andre? I don't know that anybody's going to fully stop him, but he's not like a super fast. Like I do believe LA has a good shot at playing him. Yeah.
Yo, I just looked at Ayton's offensive and defensive ratings and shit. This man's defensive rating is dog shit.
Yes. So I think we're okay there.
Why you doing him like that,
Bro? He is a minus. The Suns are a -12. As far as their defensive rating when he's on the floor.
Who?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be like tonight's game, and I don't think it's going to be a complete. I think it's going to be a very close game, personally.
Yeah.
I think the Suns do have enough to make it interesting. They are going to be out rebounding us, I think, but I do believe our defense is good enough to get in front of some of these guys.
Harden's gonna have to hoop.
Yeah,
he needs to hoop.
Yeah, he got to hoop.
Yeah, I think the most recent thing they said is that they don't believe Joe Harris will not be back by that game either.
Yeah.
Bruce Brown may be ready.
I think we'll be cool with Patty. That's not an issue. But in terms of the bench,
Cam.
Hopefully, Cam balls.
Yeah, Cam. Hopefully, Cam gets some play. He'll
definitely get some play, in my opinion. But
Nash needs to sit Millsap. He's giving us nothing. Let Dayron and Kessler get those minutes.
Dude, Millsap has been concerning me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, today we had a discussion about Millsap, and my thought was I'm not gonna levy judgment on him for the next 7 to 10 games.
Yeah,
because he hasn't been getting He hasn't been getting minutes, a lot of minutes. He has been out. So if he's still playing like he's playing now in the next 7 to 10 games, and he's gotten considerable, enough minutes to make judgment, then yeah. then I think that it's time to maybe. Do
Like
you
I'm
think
not ready to
maybe
write him off, but
no?
it's scary. But at least Millsap on this year's team isn't like a guy that it's like, okay, well, we need him to be that guy for us. Where on last year's team, Paul Millsap was probably like, okay, you're definitely gonna get minutes, and we're gonna need you to play like like we expected you to. But on this year's team, it's kind of like, okay, well, either Millsap can do that, or Blake can do that, or James Johnson can. Well, James Johnson's been doing that, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we have a lot of options at the small ball 5.
So I don't.
So-
Yeah, I'm not too concerned just yet. I mean, because I mean, in the beginning of the season, in the very beginning of the season, I kind of started to see what I saw from him, and then he just kind of disappeared. And I feel like he's kind of gone the other direction, where it's like James Johnson was getting. You can tell clearly that he's in much better shape than he was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And you're seeing a result of that. And I just wonder if Paul Millsap is that way right now or not. Like, or is he just going to be like, cement block feet the whole season?
Well, I think like part of it is like he does have like a newborn kid and that kind of thing, and that could just be like taking most of his attention, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know. I've never had a kid, saying you could probably speak on that. So,
What?
like how like draining that could be for Millsap to be an NBA player and have a newborn child, like that shit, that can affect you.
Yeah. Oh, of course, dude. Because when you have a kid or when your kid's born and all that, it's like you're on adrenaline. You're up with your kid. It's like kid cries the first time the kid cries at your house. You're like running, like so. Yeah, you're kind of like exactly. Cakes we say Millsap. Depending on the kid, you might be getting a couple hours sleep per night. Just depends. I got lucky with my kid, my last kid. He was a sleeper, thank God. Like, and we didn't
Well, the
have
thing
to
is
do too much.
with Millsap is he's not even like around his kid right now because his family's in Atlanta.
Oh, that's true.
So like I don't know, like that might be playing an even bigger effect on him because he's not around that kid, and that might just be like on his mind all the time. But I don't know.
That is true. I didn't even think of that. That's funny. Well, we're gonna start closing it out. AJ said, just go ahead and close it up. Yeah, it was a short tonight. We didn't have a lot to talk about. Celtics got their ass whooped. It was a good win. It felt good to actually sit there tonight and just chill and watch. It was like, I think tonight's, I'll just say my last words and let you go, and I'll just point it out. But it was good to see. Tonight's win was like the win we needed for this year, where it was just like everything was working. It looked good. Everybody looked like they were passing together. Even if somebody struggled tonight, it wasn't too bad of a struggle. Like they were still in the motion of the ball was moving on the offense. Like not too many people were really standing around. It looked like everybody was trying to get involved. And it was just, we got to see them go up by 30. Yeah, they got it down to 12, but then we knocked it back up. All good things. Tonight was like a good win. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to get from Boston, but clearly they did not have it tonight. They couldn't buy a bucket. Brown clearly wasn't who he looks like he's dealing with his hamstring issue. But
Yeah.
All around tonight was a good W. I'm happy about it. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. I'm just going to chill, eat, probably drink some wine, get all toasted, and then
on your LeBron James status.
yes, because I just found out today. I went to the doctors and they're taking me completely off work until I see an orthopedic doctor, which when you do workman's comp that could take forever. It's my lower back.
Did you get hurt on the job?
Yeah, but it wasn't like I did something like got hit with something or fell or this or that.
Do you wear good shoes?
Oh yeah, no, I actually wear all black Adidas 420s. Like I have really good comfortable shoes that I wear at work. But I think
it's tried
more.
boots?
The what?
Have you ever tried a Adidas Boost? It's like a technology that they have.
No, I was rocking the Hirachis for a while because those things were super comfortable.
If you think those are
But
comfortable, you should try some Adidas Boost. They don't
I think
they
I know which ones you're talking about.
they put them on
but-
Yeezys, but they have shoes that are like $90, $100. I put my mom on them. Like she wears them everywhere.
Yeah, I'll
It's
check them
older than
out,
you.
but I don't know what it was. I think, because I am a supervisor, I do a lot of computer work, different things. So I am sitting in chairs and the chairs at work are just, I don't know what it is. Plus, I'm older. I mean, who the hell knows, dude? I at this age, I could literally like roll out of bed and like pull 4 muscles and be like, what happened? Like, so I am getting to that age. If you haven't noticed, my chin is all white, but. So I'm off work for God knows how long. So I'm gonna grow a full ass beard and take advantage of watching all this Nets. But yeah, man. I hope everybody has a safe Thanksgiving. If you're gonna drink and go out, take a motherfucking Uber
Yeah,
or have
please,
somebody else
please.
drive. Don't be doing anything stupid. I don't want to hear nobody getting in trouble or doing something dumb. So be safe out there. But those are my last words. Leb, what you got, Leb?
I just saw AJ over in the comments saying we own Boston. And yeah, being Boston's always nice. I have a bunch of friends actually who are like Celtics fans. Get one of those back braces. But yeah, it's always super nice to beat Boston, especially since we had the trade go down with them, where we traded all of our first round picks. So we just had to hear so much crap from Celtics fans over the years, and they said that they owned our future, but here we are in the future, and
Yes, karma.
and you're our children.
Karma.
Look at how life works. Look at how life works. Now you're our infants. Like I pick you up. I put you to sleep.
And they traded one of those first round picks in a deal to get Kyrie Irving, and look where Kyrie Irving is now. So how'd that work out for you?
So I mean, what's crazy? I mean, let's speak on that. So for a second, stay there before you give the rest, because somebody had tweeted out, I think it was Nets Daily, where like, what was your like low point as like a Nets fan or some shit, and I tweeted out like, hey dude, when Billy King made that trade, like to Boston, like I knew it was trash from the second they did it, right? Like we had picks, we had money, like we were in such a driver's seat spot for Brooklyn to blow up, right? You could tell like the owner, the Russian owner, I can never say his name. Like you could tell he was willing. Did you say pucker up? What did you say?
Pucker off.
I you said pucker up. I was like, what? But like seriously, and then when he made that trade, man, and just to watch all that shit go over there, to some degree, yeah, you got your Tatum, you got all the, but at the same time though, I'm so glad like that, like you're saying, looking at it now, it's like it was kind of like a delayed. I wonder if we didn't make that trade, would we have been in the position to get the KD?
No,
the Kyrie?
Absolutely not.
So it's
History
like one
would
of
have
those
been
things.
very different. Yeah,
exactly. And who knows?
And a part of that trade was we got Kevin Garnett in it, obviously, but we ended up at the end of Kevin Garnett's tenure with us flipping him for Thaddeus Young, and we ended up flipping Thaddeus Young for the pick that got us Karis LeVert.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that whole
us getting Karis LeVert ended up turning into James Harden eventually because we packaged LeVert with Jared Allen and some picks and stuff. But
and that whole stretch that when Sean Marks took over, that whole stretch of like doesn't get talked about enough. His flipping of picks, people like anybody that can get rid of Timothy Mozgov's fucking contract from the Lakers and turn that into a Dwight Howard, and then turn Dwight Howard into like picks and money or whatever the hell I mean, the moves that guy was able to make during that time to make the sting of the Boston trade hurt that much less was utterly amazing. But yeah, I agree.
Get rid of Mozgov?
Well, remember when we made the trade?
No, we traded for Mozgov, and that was to get D'Lo, right?
But Yes, but then the other crazy thing with that thing was everybody's like, "Oh, good luck getting rid of Timothy Mozgov." It was like one of those, like it
I'm
was
not
like
gonna
one
lie,
of
I don't
those.
even remember what we did to get rid of him.
Well, I
Was
think
it
we
that
it
Dwight
turned
Howard
him.
trade?
Yes, and that's what was like
Yeah.
because
Okay.
everybody
And
saw
then we
that
bought
Timothy
him out.
Mozgov and they were like, "Wait a minute." Um, whatchamacallit, like when we got that was kind of like a DeAndre Jordan contract. Like, good
Yeah.
luck trying to get rid of that. And I think he still had like 3 years left on the deal. And then he was able to get Dwight Howard, and then they bought Dwight Howard out. But then I think he did something else with that. I don't remember if it was just a straight buyout or what they did, but
I think I don't remember exactly what it was. I feel like it might have had something to do with Kenneth Faried and Terrell Arthur. I could be wrong though. I
that's
forgot
true.
how we
I
ended up
mean,
getting them.
but just his whole flow of getting D'Lo and then flipping all the trash that he got behind that was amazing. But AJ said his low point of being a Nets fan is when Jason Kidd spilled his
Hey,
drink.
that was
on
a
the-
high point.
That was awesome,
That was
dude. Yeah, that
elite.
was. That you wouldn't see Nash be doing shit like that. That's for damn sure.
I don't even know what my low point as a Nets fan would be. I haven't been a Nets fan as long as you have. Saint, I don't know about Jew or Rage or Chubbs. I don't know how long you guys have been a fan for.
Oh, I've
But-
been 30 plus, but yeah.
Yeah, I've only been alive for 21 years. So, but I've been a fan, like, I've called myself a fan like my whole life, but like I haven't really started watching NBA basketball until like 20. It was around the time they moved to Brooklyn. Was around the time that I started actually like watching. I want to say it was the last season.
It's like
that they were
7,
in
8
New
years
Jersey.
ago or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
like
but
7, 8 years.
that's respectable, but that's about right. You're like 10, 15, 10, 11, 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, yeah, that's respectable. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah. And if you want to know the story of how I became a Nets fan, it was literally from playing NBA 2K. Like that was just the team I used. Like because I live in Virginia and there's Southern Virginia too, and there's literally like the closest team to us is the Wizards, and that's like a 4.5 hour drive. It depends on DC traffic that day, but it's ridiculous. So I don't even consider them as like a hometown team. Nobody around here considers them as a hometown team.
Yeah, when you're in a spot like Virginia, it's just kind of like close your eyes and like
Yeah,
pick an NBA
point at a
team
map.
on
Like
the wall.
all my teams are all over the place, and I have like different reasons for all of it. It kind of stinks,
facts.
but in terms of like my low point as a Nets fan, I can't even really think of it because when I joined watching them, there was obviously the trade with the Celtics. That was pretty low. But
I would
honestly,
think that's your lowest. That has to be your lowest.
I was pretty excited about it when it happened because I was young and I was like, look, we
Or
got
okay,
Pierce,
how about this
KG.
though to help you out? The 1 year in the playoffs and then everybody's gone the next year. That has to be the lowest.
Yeah,
right? I would call
Yeah.
that the lowest for you.
that was
fair
pretty
enough.
low. That was pretty low.
Yeah, no,
Rage,
yeah.
Julian, last words and your lowest point as a Nets fan, even if
Okay.
it's only been a year. Even if it's only been a year, Rage.
But another W stream. We'll take another easy win. Lowest points as a Nets fan. I don't know. When we had a backcourt of fucking Isaiah Whitehead, Randy Foye, and Sean Kilpatrick.
That was a low point. I
Kilpatrick,
loved the Isaiah Whitehead backcourt.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
It was
loved it.
I'm not gonna lie. It was a low point for the simple fact that every time I'd watch them go up by 10, fourth quarter would hit and we'd lose every time.
Damn, I remember that. I forgot all
I'm
about it.
not gonna lie. I always got to mention that we went from a backcourt of Sean Kilpatrick, Randy Foye, and Isaiah Whitehead to Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden.
Dude,
Yeah,
don't act
well,
like you
yeah.
didn't have fun watching
Oh.
Sean Kilpatrick drop.
I had a
48
Sean. I'm not gonna
sir.
lie to you. I had a Sean Kilpatrick shirt.
Bro, he was tough.
Hey, he
Or
was
listening
tough, he
to
was tough.
Iron Eagle say the Cyclone when Isaiah Whitehead hits a spin move on his way to the hoop.
Or should I?
Oh man,
Or maybe us. Yeah, Timothy Mozgov, I guess was what I'm saying. I don't know. There wasn't really like, I don't know. We were bad, But like, I forgot. And we had an ugly time of our uniforms. And like I was never able to watch games when we were wearing those fucking jerseys. I gotta send it to you, Sam.
Are you talking about like the sleeved?
Oh my god, there was a
jerseys?
sleeve. There was like a gray. It was so it was so bad. Like they had the sleeves and it was like a gray actual like gray jersey.
Oh, you talking about like the gray with like the blue lettering that said like Brooklyn?
That
on
was
it or
horrible. But like
Is that what you're
I'm
talking
talking about a different one. I'll have to send Saint the.
Just bust out the old photos and put it in. Well, that's cool. What are your last words,
like
Rage?
Markel Brown.
Mark, bro.
I think did you already say your last words?
Yeah, he did.
All right, what about
Happy Thanksgiving.
I didn't say my last word.
Yo, no, I got you, Chubb. Chubbs, you going last. You're gonna close it out. With some W shit.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We're gonna be back next game as always. You know, Celtics. You know, we punched them in their mouth. You know, we slapped them. You know, but at the end of the day, being a good father is about telling them that they you did a good job. You know, better luck next time. You know. And they will forever be a pack. That's what they will always be, is a pack at the end of the day. And I would have low key used what Ray's just said, but I'm gonna use something more recent, like losing like Karras and Jarrett and all of them like in the same year is like really sad, because it's like they really helped like build this recent foundation that we have right now, and it was sad to see them go like that.
I personally, it was harder for me to see like when D'Lo and Dudley left in that same offseason.
That was sad
Kyrie, too. That was like, oh man,
that was sad. That whole era, like,
and we got Kyrie, who was like from Boston, and like fans. At first, I think Nets fans weren't as receptive to Kyrie because it was like, man, we lost our boy D'Lo. You're coming in here, and we don't know how that's going to be. We can't wait for KD to come, and we're glad that you got KD to come. I think that's how most Nets fans took it at first. I could be wrong, but
I mean, you didn't. I will say this. I don't. As soon as Sean Marks came in here, my whole by the time Marks came in, I was at like depression level acceptance of where the Nets were. So when he came in and I just saw all these moves happening, like I was actually like in a great mood all the way till we got what we were, because I just like, that was the one thing about Marks taking over his team, is that every move improved this team, and you got to watch it grow. You got to watch these new guys come in, get drafted, do something good. Definitely put us in a position where it attracted, the KDs, the Kyrie, all that. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Let me ask you guys, what is your favorite Sean Marks move other than like KD, Kyrie, and Harden? Because those are all obvious.
Drafting Jared Allen.
Jared Allen?
That's up there, yeah.
Jared Allen was like every 2K center I ever made looked exactly like him, with the shoes, the hair, the headband with the fro, and I would make him shoot the three, and then I just loved his attitude. Like,
yeah,
I mean, he wasn't sure if he really wanted to play basketball, but then at the same time, like, you just kept watching him enjoying. I just liked his attitude. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes he get his ass handed to him, but then when he started blocking all that highlight reel year where it was just like he blocked LeBron, he blocked Giannis, he just
Rudy Gobert. He out-rebounded Rudy Gobert.
I'm not gonna lie, a huge high point, man. Cares LeVert, bro, because Cares LeVert hits close home.
Like drafting him.
He played for Michigan, so
it has to be one of those two, because like I would say LaMarcus, but when you think like you have to really have a vision to draft somebody in them to and for him to do Jarrett and Karras is like, it's like, bro, like that Sean, bro.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Don't forget about Zanon Musa.
I'm not gonna lie with this question. Sometimes, honestly, I go back and forth. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Harden or Allen and LeVert. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I go back and forth between having those two.
I don't personally.
I know,
and not because they're better than Harden, but just because
Allen
like
was my favorite.
I get why you guys say it, but
I mean, because if you think about it, if we had Allen, Levert, and Dinwiddie, like
Oh
we
my God.
arguably probably could have kept all three of them. I bet you could have figured out a way to sign all three of them decently.
Yes, I was thinking
And
about that
they
yesterday.
would have solved. They would have solved every problem we had.
I don't know. I don't know if Dinwiddie would have wanted to come back.
Well, either way, like Allen and Levert. I'm just saying. I'm not obviously. Yes, I love Harden, but sometimes I do the what if. I will always do that. Like
We had a
if you
better,
had
like,
if you had
overall
Kyrie,
team.
KD, and then you still had a healthy year of everybody else. Oh man, I
I
know.
mean,
I
last
agree.
year-
I agree, Yvonne. Like the trade did save Karas's life.
Yeah, that
is
was
a
crazy.
fact.
That was
I hate
the
to
best
do
part
this,
of the
life.
Harden
the-
trade.
Saved his life.
the living like in the past thing, but it's just like if we had Karis like last year or Jared, like we probably get to we get to the conference finals, and then when Kyrie comes back, we get the championship. So it's like,
Well, his dumbass needs to get back from the museum and get his ass in here.
why did you have it on hand like that?
Because I'm the producer.
I think my favorite move, honestly, it might be that D'Lo trade because that completely changed our culture. Like a complete 180
D'Lo was lit.
from where we were.
Even though he a snitch, he
Yeah.
lit.
I mean, it completely changed everything.
It did. It gave you something to be excited about for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All righty. Chubbs, close us out.
Good win, like Leb said. Like any beat down on Boston, like even if Boston gets beat down in sports, it's a W.
Pat.
Like it's that whole city is just
Any
a pack.
sport.
Like really any sport, I don't care.
The Boston Tactics, you feel me?
But realistically, the lowest point, I'm gonna go from 2010
Down.
all the way to about 2015, 2016-ish, or 2017. That time frame.
That shit was
Let's
ass.
really break it down. Let's start off 2010. The 2010 draft, right? We had a top 3 pick in that, right? I'm gonna just list 3 players, right? DeMarcus Cousins,
Down.
Gordon Hayward,
Down.
and Paul George.
Down.
Guess who we drafted with the top 3 pick?
Down.
He said, "Damn."
Say it.
Derek Favors.
Down.
Yeah.
You can't make that up. You can't
Damn.
make that up.
But like to be fair, we did trade Favors for D-Will, and I know at the end D-Will's career wasn't the best, but he had a nice little run.
AJ
Oh, he did.
just
He
said
was
D-
the top 3 point
I'm
guard.
sorry, but I gotta interrupt. AJ just said D'Lo is 6'9" senior.
Yo, Saint.
Cap, he is. I'll never forget that incident with Nick Young.
6'9"
Oh,
senior.
yeah.
Hey, Saint. Can I'm gonna edit mine. With us,
Yeah.
we traded Damian Lillard for Jared Wallace.
Oh.
I was
Low
going to
point.
mention that too. I was going to mention that.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
We
L's,
could have
bro.
had Dame Lillard on this team. So let's keep it in the 2010s while we were still in Jersey for a minute.
Let's be
2.
thankful that we have who we have right
Yes,
now.
on-
Like,
on-
when you look
on
at that
extremely
shit,
thankful.
On
Be thankful,
Netsgiving,
bro.
Extremely
on
thankful.
Netsgiving Day, we need to be grateful for.
Yeah.
a
So
lot of the
things.
community, they overreact so much, and it's like at the end of the day, be grateful that, like, obviously Kyrie's not here right now, he's still on the roster, but just the fact that we have KD and James Harden, it's like we should be thankful. And good pieces, we got LaMarcus, you know, we got Patty.
Yep.
Look what Patty did tonight. It's like, be thankful that, like, we could really, you know, we could win the championship. So it's like, be thankful.
But yeah, that 2010s, like last seasons in New Jersey, that was rough. The paper bag era, like
Damn.
Chris Humphries have a reality TV show, and
Said the
like
paper bag era.
He said the
it was
paper
nasty.
bag
It
era.
was nasty.
That's wild. That's
Then
crazy.
they moved to Brooklyn, and you know, like hype is all around. We doing this, we doing that. Then him decides to trade for KG and Paul Pierce.
Objectively,
And we gave away Kyle Kuzma too.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah.
We gave away Kyle Kuzma to get D'Lo, so
Yeah, I know.
that's
Not
different.
do y'all
It's still
objectively, like, and chat, y'all can answer this too. Do y'all think New Jersey is more lit or Brooklyn?
What do you mean?
I would say Brooklyn, but
Just
I'm
more
biased.
lit. Like,
I'm
which do you think
biased.
is like cooler? Yeah,
Well, I mean, listen, as a Nets fan longer
you
than
probably like
most of
Jersey.
you.
Yeah,
No. I'm just saying, as a Nets fan longer than most of you guys have been alive on the
Yeah.
stream, there's probably maybe a handful of people on here that I have been that, are probably closer, older, but I as much as I loved that being a hometown Jersey thing, right?
Mhm.
There's no denying when they switched to black and white and went to Brooklyn,
Mhm.
like
Vibe.
I mean, it was just like you knew the Nets, like I could see it, like the fact that Jay-Z had the input that he did on help designing the Nets
Yeah,
and giving it that black and white and just throwing Brooklyn in front of the Nets.
it just looks so fire, bro.
It just changed the
It's
whole
a vibe.
complexion of the Nets back to when, say, Dr. J was there, right? Because when Dr. J was with the Nets, that Nets carried something. And if they would have got to bring that man into the NBA and didn't have to sell him so they could give the Knicks $5 million because they were in their media market, like the Nets could have had an amazing beginning to their NBA career. But that's not what happened. So there was no denying when they got there, like it changed the complexion. Unfortunately, even when they went to Brooklyn, people still laughed at the Nets like they were trash. But I'm
about to get on that. I'm gonna get on that little segment in a minute.
Yeah, like if you were a long time Nets fan, you just knew it was a matter of time before Brooklyn became an attraction area for players, because the new stadium was fire. Their fucking training stadium, the training area is fire. And the biggest thing is that all this stuff is so close, like within 10 to 15 minutes to each other in Brooklyn. And that's a
vibe in itself.
That's a vibe in itself. Is a huge, and not to mention that, Brooklyn's gentrified now and it's changed and it's much more nicer to walk around in, and it's got a different vibe to it. You just knew eventually it was going to attract people, and it just took veterans going there, and then obviously getting rid of Billy King and all his trash, and bringing in Sean Marks to eventually change that complexion. And once that happened, it was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Question: do you think if this team was called the New Jersey Nets and played in New Jersey, they would have KD, Kyrie, and Harden?
Kyrie would have still came because he's from New Jersey. So KD would have
Kyrie, I could see, but I don't know about KD and Harden.
Right,
I think you
KD was going wherever Kyrie is going.
But see, that's the thing. Who knows? Yeah, that is a good question. It's big to think that maybe Kyrie would go to Jersey for sure.
Maybe Harden doesn't come, but they were literally like planning. I keep hearing that they was talking about going to New York, but they was like Brooklyn was like, let's start.
I feel like DeAndre Jordan honestly plays a much bigger part in this than we ever acknowledged.
He probably does, yeah.
Because he was like part of that group, and DeAndre Jordan played for the Knicks the season before, and nobody really talks about that much. But when he came to Brooklyn, he was like, "Man, I fucking hated going all the way up, like 2 hours out to go to the practice arena every single day, and then." Here in Brooklyn, it's like a 10-minute drive, or like 10 minutes from the Barclays. It's like,
that's exactly what he said, bro. I bet money.
And you know who also the biggest cheerleader for us was Dudley.
Yeah,
Dudley gave interviews, and one of his last interviews he said, "Look out!" He's like, New York. He's like, the Brooklyn Nets are attracting. He's like, I have a lot of stars, a lot of people that I talk to, and they ask how things over there in Brooklyn because they're attracted to it, because they see what the new ownership, the new GM is doing. Like, he kind of told the future on it was going to take. But I think, that's a good question, Leb, about Kyrie coming to Jersey. Would that have changed the complexion? It might have, but
I feel pretty confident Kyrie would come. I feel like Kyrie would like it more if it was in Jersey, honestly, because then he doesn't have to deal with as bright of lights on him as there are in Brooklyn.
That's true. But
I don't know. Right. I don't know. Like, I know KD wanted to follow Kyrie, but I don't know if KD would be willing to follow Kyrie.
You think he would have stayed in Golden State?
I think he'd go somewhere, but I don't think it'd be.
But he wouldn't just go like somewhere and not like.
I think it might be New Jersey. but I'm just not as
Where,
confident.
where else where he have went like in terms of championship, or do you think he would have tried to just like start like rebuilding with just him, like
I
get
mean,
people later?
I could see him trying to like recruit someone else to come with him
Yeah.
to like the Knicks,
Yeah.
possibly.
But
There
Maybe
was
the
people
Wizards,
available. He could have
because that's
maybe
his
got like
hometown.
Paul George or something. I don't know.
yeah,
I could see Washington.
but
That's
yeah,
his hometown. But
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
that's
so-
a big one.
yeah.
So
Let me
close.
let me wrap this out so we can get out of here. But those early years in Brooklyn was just yes, it had its moments, but it was gut punch after gut punch after gut punch
Yeah,
after
it
gut
was.
punch. We literally, there was a point in time where AK-47 was the face of the Nets. I don't know how that happened. I don't know who said that was a good idea. Like in the stands, we weren't saying defense. The screen said Zashi Ta. I don't know where that came from. Proud, I don't know why, but it was just a really bad time during that era. And I say this because one of the lowest points ended up creating some of the best points of being a fan of this team. Because if it wasn't for him or making that trade, we would not have experienced the memories of D'Lo, Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, who else?
Joe Harris,
Randall
still to
Horace
this day.
Jefferson. Yeah, Jared Dudley, Quincy Acey. Who else? Like members of that Nets team that for some years were tanking for no reason. We were tanking for no reason. Like because of that, that's how bad that trade screwed us. But just to see the growth of that team going from from a competitive team to a hungry team to a team that could go toe to toe with anybody on any given night to now being looked as one of the championship contenders is one of the most beautiful things you can see as a fan of sports.
Yeah,
And
and
I'm extremely thankful that in history that all the bad stuff happened because we can now experience the great stuff for the future.
But the key is to continue Brooklyn's dominance after these three is they've got to win it once or like they got to win it a couple times.
Yep.
If you bring the chip here like one or two times in the next like few years, like I think that will add to
Solidifies
I think getting more.
Yeah.
It solidifies, but it also I think brings attraction to the next guys because I'm pretty sure Brooklyn does look like a very attractive destination for
That
a lot
would,
of players.
like,
and if you
officially-
add a championship to it, then that starts.
That will really put it above Knicks. I think people still think that probably Brooklyn is cooler now because of the colors and stuff, but the Knicks haven't won in forever. And if we turn this, and like you said, like we just got one or two championships, like I feel like Brooklyn would be like how the old school looked at the Knicks. Like I think the new school will look at Brooklyn like how the how the old school.
Yeah, I mean we'll definitely get more, but we ain't never gonna be able to fuck with the.
But think about
Knicks,
the new kids,
the Knicks
the new
fan
people
base.
coming
Though
up.
it's gonna be a little while before we overtake the Knicks when it
Like
comes
my
to fan
generation.
base.
Like
it's gonna take
people
time.
my age is like who they probably don't remember, like they probably don't care about
Exactly.
the Knicks for that. But
Let's just
I
put
know
it this
Knicks
way.
has a big fan base though.
We'll put it this way: since I've been born, the Knicks have been terrible.
Yeah.
Literally, it's not even funny.
See, that's good.
Since I've
That's
been
fair.
born, they've been
That's
terrible.
fair.
But since I've been born,
That's
the Nets
fair.
have been into 2 finals. I don't know what.
fair.
Take it for what you will.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
we'll
a
be
fair
known as,
thing.
like, the
I just think
dominant-
it's like there's old Yankee blood in New York. There's old
Yeah.
Knicks.
I get
there's
that.
old Knicks blood. There's old Mets blood. Like we're on our way, but we're not there quite yet. Because when you can have the Warriors come to your stadium and you hear chants. I know they did do it in the Knicks. It does happen, but we still got a while before we're like 100% like full on diehard
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Right.
Nets fans. Like we're making those fans now, and if we get that chip, it's just going to add to it even more.
Mhm.
So, but are you
And
finished?
it definitely helps that
Yeah,
we have
oh,
Kevin
yeah, we're-
Durant for the next 4 years after this one.
Oh,
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
At least
Yes,
just
sir.
Kevin Durant. And
I
we
have
could
a I
Harden
have a
and
real
Kyrie.
real shitty question that I want to bring up, but I don't know if it'll start.
If it's about extensions,
It's about Harden, and if Harden doesn't, if people are like my thought, see, I'm gonna save this for. I'm gonna save it. Because
Okay.
it'll open up a whole open
Yeah,
up a
that's
whole
gonna
new
be a big old
discussion. But
Yeah, no. Let's save that for like some other.
I'm going to table that question for another one. But hey, seriously, everybody that stuck around, 89 people watching, you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe if you don't celebrate. See, I'm also one of those people that kind of like, I grew up in a couple areas in couple areas that I grew up. I grew up back and forth between West Coast, East Coast, and I grew up in a couple areas that were close to Indian reservations. So it gave me a whole different awareness and respect about Thanksgiving. And when I had friends that were, Native American, and it was like, and Thanksgiving would come up, and then just like to hear their side of it, and they were just like, it was a different feel. So whatever you believe, whatever you celebrate, just be safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's got a different perspective on things, but be safe. No drinking and driving. No getting high and driving. Whatever. Just stay home. Stuff your face. Whatever you're gonna do, and we'll be back at it after the Suns. I think that's what, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
I just want to say congratulations real quick to Iller United and any other Rockets fan who is in here because they won a game today. And
That's so funny. Hey, y'all, let disrespecting y'all.
Hey,
Let
man.
disrespecting the Rockets.
They're happy.
Oh yeah, but they need to tank.
We used to be in that same spot. So
They need to tank for what's his name?
Now you know how we feel.
Yeah, they need to tank
Facts.
for Chet. Need to tank for Chet.
Man, that would be deadly if they got Chet. Holy.
That's
Chet
funny.
and Jalen Green.
Whew. Yeah, AJ said Kyrie definitely don't rock with Thanksgiving. Exactly, dude. Yeah.
Oh nah.
No.
He probably fasting right now. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He said at Saint, I'm gonna get high in bed. You're funny as shit. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you Saturday. Go Nets. Netsgiving.
Yeah, peace out.